Welcome, Wildcat fans. I'm Cindy McCarthy, and I am joined tonight by Cody Ratliff, and we are broadcasting live from Central City. Tonight, the Wildcats are hosting the Edco Vikings. Tonight's broadcast, before we get started, tonight's broadcast is being sponsored by Heartland Bank.
Heartland Bank is a proud supporter of Central City Wildcat sports. At Heartland Bank, we recognize more than ever the need to support local customers and organizations in your communities. As your community bank, we're here for you.
All right, we're back at it tonight.
Missed the toss.
Yeah, we missed the toss. We were back at it tonight here, and we've got Central City coming in at 1-1, and Edco coming in at 2-0. And you're going to be hearing the name Price Rochford often tonight. He's their leading passer. He's 6 of 10. He's got 157 yards and 1 touchdown. They do not throw the ball that much. It's a pound type of offense.
Little read option, and he's going to have probably most of their carries as well.
Yep. And so going into the next stat, Price has 25 carries on the season and 2 games, and he has 461 yards with 10 touchdowns. And Carter Oberbreckling is their second leading rusher with 18 carries and 242 yards, 3 touchdowns. We're going to pause right here now for the playing of the national anthem. Feels weird. All right, got the band back tonight. But anyway, we were talking about Edco, Price Rochford. I have it spelled wrong.
Yeah, you do.
Rochford with 25 carries, 461 yards, and then Carter Oberbreckling, 18 carries, 242 yards. With also he has 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I actually, I watch a little scout on everybody. Just pretty impressed with Carter Oberbreckling. Not a name I necessarily remembered from prior years, but didn't take long to notice him on the highlights.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll bring up his name again because receiving, they have 2 receivers. They each have 3 catches, and Bennett Stager, I just picked him because he has a touchdown. So obviously they don't throw the ball much. Obviously you can see with the yardage. And then actually talking about Carter Oberbreckling, he's second in the team with 11 tackles, and they're led by Carson Ingalls with 16. What about the Hawks? Or what about the Hawkeyes?
What about them Hawks?
I've got Hawkeyes on my brain. Sorry, folks. How about the Wildcats?
Well, Jaden Hansen, starting quarterback, has 8 completions on 14 attempts, 3 TDs. His favorite target is fellow senior Aiden Klosterman. He's got 8 catches, 139 yards, and all 3 of those TDs.
I literally think he's the only one who's caught a pass.
That's what my math checks out as.
Yeah.
Aiden is also our leading rusher. He's got 27 carries for 221 yards and 2 TDs. So he's got 5 TDs on the year through 2 games.
Yeah.
And then our quarterback, Jaden, is the second leading rusher. He's got nice little yards per carry out of your quarterback. When you start adding in sacks and all that, sometimes it doesn't always look real great.
And think about how many more yards he'd have. Those 2 touchdowns would. Well, one of he had 30.
72, about 70 yards called back on runs last game. So.
And he did. Those aren't scrambles. Most of those are designed runs that have put him up in there.
Yeah, 12 carries for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So
he was
a couple
able.
of seniors leading the pack on
Yep.
stats. That's
Yeah, we
what
were
we
able to
want.
exploit Springville a little bit with some of those rollouts and just get that edge run. We were able to take advantage of there, but we got to say something about Matt Klosterman. Obviously, he didn't play against
Yeah.
Springville. Otherwise, you're going to hear us calling his name quite often tonight.
Yeah, hopefully he's back 100%. I talked to him a little bit, and it, just like we talked about when he got hurt, it's going to take probably a comet to fall out of the sky and hit him to get him to not play. I think maybe that last game he sat out might have been the first football game of his career that he didn't get to go in. So
so he's going to be ready to rock and roll. So it looks like the Wildcats will receive. So I didn't see if Edco won the toss and deferred. I'm guessing.
I'm guessing they deferred.
Yep.
Quick notes on the Wildcat defense. Nolan Gates is the leading tackler for the Cats. He's got 16 on the year, and then Brandon Hennick and Max Arthur both got 9. So
very good.
Got some juniors there leading the defensive stats. So
yeah,
offensively led by all seniors, defense led by juniors. So.
All right, so we've got Aiden Klosterman and his brother Matt. Speaking of the devil, they're going to be back deep on the kickoff. And then you've got next level, looks like Christopher Hansen and Christopher Greif. And then in the front line up there, we've got Brandon Hennick and Dashney.
Kinnick Weiss.
And Kinnick. And then who's 23? Colton Welton is on the front line up there for the Wildcats. So that's who's going to be on the kickoff team right now. And Edco's getting ready to tee it up. It looks like Bennett Stager is going to be doing the kicking duties for the Lions. The Lions tonight are in their white jerseys with black and gold numbers and a black helmet and black pants, and the Wildcats are in their home black jerseys, white numbers with red trim and their red helmets. Looks pretty sharp out there with those uniforms, I think.
Yep, their Wildcats are going to try to get this kickoff looking into the sun. And it's a short little pooch, and it looked like they're going to get it out of bounds.
Christopher, I don't know what he was thinking. Well, I guess that is a live ball.
Yeah,
you just got to know where you're at, though. So I didn't think he miskicked that. He went up there with his leg swinging there, and I think he miskicked it, and it went off the side of his leg, and it was a little squib, and then
would it go out about the 26? And I mean, I got to think we probably just going to take
went out, 26-yard line. Yeah, I mean,
take a 5
procedure.
Well, no, the flag's way up here, so it's closer to the 30.
There's a 5-yard penalty, so they're going to put it at the
35. So it must have went out at 30.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, looks like a heavy run offense here, which is personally
what
I want to see.
Actually, and they have Jaden Hansen splitting out to the top up there, and they've got Aiden and
one thing
Matthew
to notice
in the back.
That receiver there 7 yards off Jaden, and he puts on a nice double move, and it's going to be overthrown from Matt.
Right off the gun there, testing their receivers. I mean, the Wildcats have, looking at the stats, the Wildcats, we aren't necessarily a pass heavy yet this year either. 14 passes to their 10 in 2 games.
Just looking at that alignment, I see exactly what Coach Myers saw too. They play their corner in, they give the outside, so we faked a post and went to the corner, and
we'll probably see that again. Actually, he was open, and if Matt would have just put a little more air under it. So we go back, direct snap here to Aiden. He's in the backfield. Nice block by Jaden Hansen, and then Aiden slips down. Nobody touched him. He would have for sure had a first down. Jaden Hansen laid out his kid that he blocked.
Yeah, it's a gain of 6 there for Aiden.
He might not have got it. He would have gotten hit, but he would have been close. So, third.
I thought it was actually closer than that. But
I know. So he slips down.
So 3rd and 4 just across the midfield line, and you got
Aiden comes out. So we've got Jaden and Matt and Christopher Greif in the backfield.
I think this is about fullback time.
Well, they're going to. This is what we did the other day against. That was a direct snap to Jaden, and it was a run all the way.
Yep,
and that was the one that Jaden was able to break a couple on, and he got around the corner there and picked up the first down just inside the 35,
Yeah,
be about the 34-yard line of the
needed
Vikings.
4, got 6.
Yep. Nice start here by the Wildcats. Aired it out. I mean, we talked a little bit last week how we pretty much ran all against Winfield Mount Union. We just didn't have the options. But, hey, we've got 3 guys split out to the right. Jaden's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to fire, and it's way over Aiden Klosterman's head. Not even close. Aiden's saying he was held up, but that was just that wasn't even there. So that'll be 2nd and 10. But we talked about how they might try to air it out a little bit. We just weren't able to throw the ball against Winfield Mount Union. So the Wildcats have come out here and we're 3 runs and 2 passes now?
Yep.
Something like that. And this time we've got, who's 32?
Couple
Christopher Hansen's up here as a wide out to the top, and then you've got Mackay in the bottom. Now we're going to do a little swing out to Aiden. He's got it, and gets knocked out of bounds by Bennett Stager. That was a nice little play. Aiden Klosterman comes out of the backfield. They swing it to him. Nice throw, nice catch.
Yeah, it looked like hard to tell here, but maybe a gain of 12.
Yeah. First and 10 for the Wildcats on the Viking 23-yard line, maybe.
Yep, Wildcats moving here. This
is nice.
In the red zone already.
Yeah.
I want to just see them pound it.
No, they're not quite in the red zone. They're at the 23. That's not considered?
Ugh.
And we just jump.
Now guarantee we're out of the red zone now because I'm pretty sure it's the 25.
Oh, I thought the red zone was 20. We can say 25 if you want.
It's a shorter field, so let's say the 15. But
we got Corey Boots listening in, former Wildcat football player. Says, let's go Cats. Thanks for listening, Corey.
Corey's probably still rocking those Kobe's. Known for his Kobe's in PE class.
All right, we had a false start on the Wildcats, so it puts it back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 at the Edco about 27-yard line. And it's a direct snap to Aiden. Aiden zigs and zags, and he picks up about 4.
Yeah, 3 to 4 on that.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be 2nd about 11 there. Again, Wildcats are in pretty much 4-down territory here, so pick up a little bit each time, hopefully. Again, the Vikings come in and we were talking about it, with a win over Easton Valley. And Easton Valley hasn't lost very many games the last few years, so it's going to be an interesting season for them. So the Wildcats have Aiden Klosterman in motion, and they're going to – the ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage by Caden Cole there. He got through. They were going to go with Aiden in motion and get a flare out there to him. He was open.
Yeah, they were closing fast. I don't think he would have got a whole lot there.
No, but yeah, you never know. So that brings up 3rd and about 12 here, 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats, 3rd and long. So let's see if we can't get something here. We're going to go with Jaden under center and our traditional Christopher in the fullback, Aiden in the tailback, and they're going to fake that, play action, and they're going to loft it down, and we've got Mackay Benton. He makes up for that pass against Springville. Mackay had four Vikings around Mackay. The Mackay goes up with the Edco guy, and it gets tipped, and Mackay, as he's falling down, catches the ball at
it's got to be
5-yard line.
Yeah,
4-yard line.
I can't
maybe?
look through the wall, so I missed everything on that.
Actually, it's a touchdown.
I was gonna say it should be. It
was a touchdown. Yeah, Wildcat touchdown. Duh.
I thought he was laying between the pylons.
Yeah. Wildcat touchdown on that, and now we're gonna go for 2. My bad. I was thinking it was a touchdown. Then they were lined up out here. I was like, well, maybe he didn't. So there's gonna be a snap to Aiden Klosterman, and he's stopped just short of the goal line on that 2-point conversion. So, all right, in our jubilation there of that catch, and I guess Mackay made up for that for sure touchdown that he would have had against Springville. He couldn't have been more wide open. This time they have 4 guys on him.
This one means a little more. Phone, no.
So with 9:54 left to go here in the first quarter, Wildcats are up 6-0. They're able to punch it in on their first drive. Let's give a shout out to Heartland Bank.
Heartland Bank is here to provide the kind of service that keeps community in banking. That means working with local businesses to provide funding to help them grow and giving guidance and support when you're ready to purchase your first home. We're here for you.
All right. We've got Basement Aquatics listening, a Schlotterbeck. So there's another former Wildcat. Says, let's go Wildcats. We appreciate everybody who's out there listening. So we're getting ready here for the Wildcats to kick off. Obviously, Jaden Hansen does the kicking duties for us. And back deep for Edco. Maybe it looks like Christopher Lang, number 10. And I can't guess the other number. It goes to Lang, and he takes the kickoff, and he's spun around by Mackay Benton, and he fumbles, but it goes right back into him. And that was Kinnick.
Kinnick Weiss had him wrapped up, forced the fumble, and just one of those unfortunate fell right under him and right down into his belly. Oh,
I just talked about him.
The old Schlotterbacks.
Yeah. He was going to the right, and he ran into Mackay, and he bounced off Mackay, and he turned it back to the left, and Kinnick wrapped him up, knocked the ball out, but it bounced right back into his hands. So the Edco's going to come out here, and they've got Price Rochford in the backfield. And it's going to be a direct snap to him, and he's just going to run behind his blocker.
Oh, that was a hit by Dayton Price.
Yeah, it was.
Rochford got maybe 4 yards, and then somebody stood him up, and Dayton Price just cleaned him up. So already better than our last opening play of the home game. You don't want to see a 5-yard carry, but I mean Rochford's he's a dude. So
he's a junior this year, so he picks up 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5. And it's going to be Rochford, and they got 2 receivers split on each side, and then Rochford hands it off.
Yeah, that's Oberbrockling up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple. It's going to be
Carter
short.
over Oberbrockling.
Should be just short of the first down here, so it's probably going to be a 3rd and short carry by Rochford, I'd have to think. Sometimes they run a little dive out of this, so it could go back to Oberbrockling, but,
you never know.
So far,
not. Actually, they gave him the first down. Jesus.
Gosh.
All right, well, I guess on further review, while we were talking, without running a play, Edco was able to get a first down.
Is that just a new rule? We just don't measure anymore? We're just, you know what? It's close. Everybody gets a participation award.
So, again, they're going to...
We've not got that call once, I don't think.
So they split receivers out, and then it's Oberbrockling and Rochford in the backfield, and goes to Rochford, and he's just going to foul, and the Wildcats bust through. Oberbrockling couldn't decide who he wanted to block. He went in, and Rochford went out, and there was about 4 Wildcats waiting for him there.
It looked like they ran to Mackay's side.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they had a stunt on there, and Mackay got in behind him. And
well, it looked like Oberbrockling, it looked like cut it up, and Rochford, it was like he didn't think he could get it, and so he tried to bound it out there a little bit. Yeah, but it was Mackay and a couple other had busted through there. So.
Oh, new look offense here. They got twins to the left.
Yep, twins to the left, and then we've got Rochford and Oberbrockling in the backfield. Rochford in the shotgun, and it's a direct snap, and he's going to try to slide through, and the Wildcats are right there.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a couple, but it's still going to be at least 3rd and.
Hopefully we don't blink and they got a first down.
Yeah, no. This one, it's at least 4 or 5 yards. So
should be good to call 3rd and 5 here.
Hopefully the Cats
without getting a first down without moving the sticks.
Hopefully we're watching the ball here. We don't get too jumpy and probably a hard count situation.
Yeah, I was going to say Brandon Hennick kind of jumped on that
flinched on the last one, so I'm sure we weren't the only ones that saw that.
So again, twins to the left, and we've got Rochford and Oberbrockling in the backfield. Rochford, and he's going to look to throw it, and he's running up the field. Pressure by Mackay Benton, but the receiver is a good defense, and he was just able to the linebackers got deep, and he got past the line there rushing in, and he was able to get a first down. So Edco's going to have the ball on their own 39-yard line here. Wildcats had the ball first and took it down and got a touchdown. Now Edco's put together a little drive here. They've looked like they've wanted to pass it, but they haven't yet. They got receivers split to the right and the left. Snap to Oberbrockling, or Rochford hand off to Oberbrockling, and he dives forward for about 4. It's going to be 2nd down maybe 5, 2nd and 5 here. It looks like they're giving it to him.
Yeah, Wildcats are flowing to the ball nice. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we're giving up decent.
Yeah,
Decent
Edco's
yardage
got
here
a
and there,
little
but-
bit of size up there, and we've got Brandon Hennick on the line. He's definitely outsized.
Oh, yeah, that
I mean, they got
he's giving up
63.
100 pounds
Yeah,
of the guy
on
across from him.
63.
But, he's
Favre's out there. All right, there's a snap kind of high.
Oh,
and,
there's Hennick
there
right
we
there.
go.
You just-
See,
oh,
and
no.
Hennick. Oh, come on.
wrap him up.
There we go. Brandon
Hennick almost
just-
met
yeah.
the handoff.
He did. Just speaking of
And-
that, he flew through there.
And he had him stood up.
Yeah.
I don't think he didn't know if he wanted to go for the ball or go
Yeah.
for the tackle.
And then
And
he kind of squirted loose.
well,
but
yeah, and then Mackay came in to try to finish him off, but it just broke
he
Hennick's
turned.
grip.
He
and
turned. Yeah, I turned back, but he lost. So
Yep,
in the big
still.
picture, we lost by about 2. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 7, I'd say here. First long 3rd down situation for the Vikings.
let's hope we can stay penalty free here.
Yeah.
Big,
yeah.
I know that was an emphasis
Yeah.
all week.
Yeah, being smart.
I think we started talking about it about 11 o'clock Friday
Almost
night.
looked that kid was lined up there. And they're going to pass. Rochford's looking. Nothing there. And he's being pressured. And there is an incomplete pass. That was Favre putting the pressure on Rochford.
Yeah, Favre's not going to get a sack or anything on that, but he did a great job keeping Rochford in front of him.
Yep.
And we had good coverage downfield. They only sent 2 receivers that time. We had 3 deep, and they tried to hit. I don't know who that wideout was on the corner there on a comeback, and it was just Favre did his job, forced the throw, and worked out.
But it looks like
They're in a punt
they're in a
formation.
punt.
But
Caden Cole's back to do the punting. He is the one who kicked off.
Cats don't think so. We sent nobody deep,
Yep,
but they
and
do
he does
pooch it.
punt.
It's going to bounce
And
about the
that's
10
fine.
and roll out at the
About
5.
5-yard line. Yep.
So, hey, you know what? We're going to take it. Ha! It's funny that you would say that. They have that play in the book, Seth. And I was going to say that, but I didn't.
All right, we've got 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Wildcats defense holds Edco, and there's the punt. Wildcats are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 5, and Wildcats are up 6-0. So let's see what the Wildcats can do with this long field. Maybe grind out a play, or I'll take a quick score,
Well,
whatever.
I mean, I don't want them to run
Yeah.
that far. I want
So
them
we
to
got
get down
Jaden
the
splitting
field.
out here to the right, and we've got Aiden and Matt and Christopher in the backfield. They don't have a safety. There's that's not good.
That's not good at all.
Well, Matt took the direct snap and he bobbled it from the get-go, and it popped up in the air and it went straight to Price Rochford, I believe.
Yep, Rochford
And
took it
yep,
and took
Rochford-
2 steps, and he was in for a
the end
touchdown.
zone. So, well, not what we wanted.
Oh, boy.
And I don't even think that was going to be a pass. I
no,
think
it
Matt
was
just
a run. It was a run, and we just
Yep. Well, and Matt's playing with his hands pretty bandaged up.
yeah.
But, I mean, he has been practicing all week. So Edco's going to go here with two to the right, to the left. Rochford's in the backfield by himself on this 2-point conversion. He's
Yeah,
going
he's
to
gonna
take
run
it, and he's going to run it in, and he's going to get a conversion there is going to be good. So that's going to put up Edco 8-6.
That stinks.
Yeah, we did a great job on defense, and then just a misfire there.
Really,
and,
really could be kind of a, don't want to say a game changer, but boy,
Yeah.
you did
I mean,
you did
yeah.
everything.
Yep,
Forced them.
yep.
That's probably their first punt all year.
Yeah,
and
probably.
we
Yeah,
we
had,
didn't
yeah.
believe the punt, which I still
Yep.
think's the right move. You
Yeah.
get the ball to 5, whatever. Like, you'd have looked real bad if you go for a punt return and they fake it. And,
Right.
not,
I mean,
not
we
a
did
lot
everything.
Not
yeah.
a lot of teams are gonna punt from the opposing.
And Matt's probably
side of the
taken
field.
that snap 100 times.
Yep, I
You
bet you're gonna see a
So,
little fire out of him on
yep,
his next
yep.
carry. Yeah, he bobbled it twice, and
And
then
I thought he was gonna. Then I think he looked, and then he couldn't catch it. So
it never hit the ground.
no, it never hit the ground. Went straight to Rochford, and Rochford took it in for the touchdown. So we've got Matt and Aiden Klosterman back deep here on this kickoff for the Wildcats, and then again Christopher Greif, Christopher Hansen on that second level, and maybe I was. Oh yeah, Caden Cole did the punting. Bennett Stager does the kickoff return. So I said that wrong. So Bennett Stager will be doing the kicking, and his last one, I think he really tried to boot it and he mishit it. I think it looked.
Yeah, they got a different kick formation here in the first one. They had 4 on the left side last time. They got 4 on the right.
And this
And
time,
they-
well,
yeah,
maybe I don't know.
right.
Maybe he just wants to kick it over there. And
it
the
goes
ball
out of
goes
bounds
out
again.
of bounds again. This time it went out at about the 22-yard line. Christopher was right there. So
Yeah,
the
so they-
Wildcats are going to have decent field.
They're probably just trying to take it out of Wildcat playmakers'
Yeah,
hands. I mean,
yeah.
that's,
He
and-
did look like he was squibbing that one a little bit.
you know, I agree with that strategy. Why am I giving the best players on the field the ball in the open field with
Right.
only 8 guys? So
Aiden's had some decent returns, and Matt as well. So
every now and then you dummy into getting the
Yep.
ball back too.
So Wildcats are going to start with the ball on their own 35-yard line. So let's see if we can't take advantage of this. We got Christopher Hansen split to the right. We've got Matt and Aiden and then there's Matt with the there's the
great,
reverse
great
spin.
counter. Oh,
and there's another fumble.
but
Jaden Hansen gets the ball knocked out of his hands.
that
But
Braxton Davis jumps on
yeah,
it.
Braxton Davis. Dang, that could have been disastrous.
Nice counter there
Yep.
for Jaden, and
Nice.
looked like he had some running room.
Yeah.
He got 5 yards, and
Yep.
the ball just falls out of his hands.
Yep. Wow, that was lucky for the Wildcats, and we picked up about 4, so it's gonna be 2nd and 6.
We got the penalties cleared up, but we got some
Yeah, now
butterfingers
we got.
now.
Yeah, we haven't had. I don't know that
I don't
we've
know
had
that
a
we've
fumble.
had too many turnovers
Yeah,
yet this
not
year.
too many. So this time we've got Christopher Hansen again, split to the right, and it's a direct snap to Aiden. Aiden gets around the corner. He's got a blocker with Jaden Hansen, and he is
Easy first
brought down by Carson Ingalls, but not after he gets inside the 30-yard line of the Vikings, and it's going to be a big first down here for the Wildcats. That was a nice run. Jaden Hansen's done a really nice job tonight of blocking for Aiden a couple times. So Wildcats are going to come up to the line, and they're going to have Christopher Hansen split to the left this time, and then there's another receiver there. And this time it was a
Run
direct
all the
snap,
way.
and this time they're going to go to the left, and that almost looked like a face mask, but evidently it wasn't.
Okay, so right behind the ambulance over there.
So no gain on the play.
No, you don't have to open it up. You're going to look, and there's like 6.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10, no gain on that play by Aiden.
It's the 4 that look like a perfect. Well, I don't know which side. It's like a box. It's 4. It's 4 boxes, but it's the 4 that look like uniform that they all put on there, and then the other ones are added. They're not in perfect rows. All right, I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, it's the 4 that are in perfect rows.
All right, the direct snap here to Aiden Klosterman, and he's working his way. Nice run
Yeah.
by Aiden there, just kind of all on his own right there.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a little more of that, just imposing our will on.
Yeah.
We're able to run the ball against these guys.
Right.
We're
So
going
that-
to get that magical
Oh,
first
they're
down.
gonna
There it
give him a
is.
first down.
We don't need to measure. Just give it
No
to them.
measure. There we go. You just said we didn't get that call, and now we did get the call.
Yep, one for 18.
So just like that, it's 1st and 10, and the Wildcats have the ball down in Viking territory. It looks like it's going to be at about, 18-yard line there? Maybe?
Yep, somewhere around there.
Or 50, yeah.
Yeah, it's 18.
18. They have 28. I think it's the 18.
New paint machine doesn't quite lay it on us. Thick.
And there's a nice handoff spin by Jaden, and he gets hit, keeps his feet, and is wrapped up there. And
5
Myers
yards.
wants something. He's talking to the official.
Taking a
He's
timeout.
taking a timeout. I'm not. He's going to go
Oh.
turn the lights on. Tell him that somebody's already doing it. So it's not. I think they're taking an official's timeout there. Matt is going to go turn the lights on, but is Ryan going to beat him? Is that what he's doing?
I think so.
Where do you turn him on at?
Over there by the.
Oh, I heard you say is Ryan over there?
You would think he was running, so he's going to get over there a little faster.
So we've got a timeout on the field here to turn the. Oh, Ryan got
Yep.
there first. Ryan Turner came up here, and we got to go turn the lights on, and Coach Myers was going to walk over there and do it. But we did it.
We got it.
We got them. And so with this timeout here, there's 2:52 to go in the first quarter. Vikings are up 8-6. Maybe we can give a shout out to Heartland Bank.
At Heartland Bank, the strength of our bank lies in the relationships that give meaning to our work. At all times, we remain focused on what we do, operating as a dependable community bank and delivering on our personal service commitment. Go Central City Wildcats.
All right.
All right, both teams are
Yep.
getting back on the field here. Cats are, what are we down to, the 14 now? 13?
Yep.
Second and 6 from the 13
Yep,
of
about
the
13
Vikings.
yard line. Yep. So Wildcats, after that turnover, Vikings scored. Then they did kind of a squib kick. Wildcats got it at the 35-yard line, so they've had some pretty good runs here by Aiden. And
Jaden and Aiden both probably over 5 yards of carry here in the first half.
Christopher
first quarter
Hansen,
still.
split to the left. You've got, and there's a snap to Aiden. Aiden's going to foul Jaden, and it looks like it's going to be a first down.
I think they're going to be short here.
But wait a minute.
Nope.
They're first down.
I know we're at a weird angle, but
I know.
Geez, that didn't look.
All right, so
We'll
that
take
puts us at about the 8-yard line. So Wildcats will have first and goal here with 2:27 left here in the first quarter. So let's see if we can't punch it in, get some momentum back. We've got Christopher Hansen again split out to the right, and Matt was stood up there, and there's a direct snap to Aiden Klosterman, and Aiden's going to carry a Viking in for a Wildcat touchdown. Number 10, Christopher Lang jumped on Aiden's back, and Aiden's like, come on along for the ride. See what the end zone's like, buddy. And we got a Wildcat touchdown. Wildcats here will line it up and go for 2.
Yep, got to have this one here.
Kind of.
Didn't get the first one.
Yep.
Got to have this one. I wonder if we'll pass here. We used to like to throw some passes into the 2-point conversions, and then it always drove me nuts. I said, why don't we just run it in?
Now.
And here we did. We are 0 for 1 on trying to run it in, so we'll see what happens.
So we've got
that's
Aiden and Matt. Matt's going to line up, though. And
he's at a wing back. He's an eligible receiver, and that's who they're going to be looking for.
And it was
I don't know. That had to be tipped, right? The ball can't just fly up in the air like that.
That was behind. Matt turned to his right, and the ball came in behind him and Matt's momentum, and he just wasn't able to turn around. He got his hands on it.
Yeah.
Just wasn't able to get that. So that's the second 2-point conversion that the Wildcats have not been able to.
12-8 here with, I can't see this,
2:11. Yep, 2:11 left in the first quarter here. It's moving along, and it's 12-8 Wildcats. That's what we like to see. Hopefully we can keep our defense here and get another stop.
Edco's really, they may have had some lesser opponents to say, but they really had not many issues moving the ball, and it was kind of nice to see. No big plays. Rochford can make them. We seen him kind of do it against us a little bit last year. He was kind of forced into it when their quarterback got hurt, but he sure has made plenty of them so far this year. So it was nice to see him, bottled up for, maybe a 6-yard carry was the longest.
That's probably the longest, carry that they had.
So
and then part of it was on a scramble.
Yeah, they weren't able to sustain the drive, punted to us, and then we just give it right back on the first play.
So it looks like we've got Bennett Steger and Christopher Lang back deep for the Vikings. And again,
interesting.
Jaden Hansen will be doing the kicking.
They've got Oberbrockling there in the second row, so
they don't have Rochford out there.
None of their major playmakers back to return, so it's a different look. It's a nice punt. Nice
kind
kick.
of hung up in the air there. Let's see if the Wildcats can get down there. And that's a pretty good return there.
Out across the 31.
Yep. And that's Max Arthur, I believe, in on the stop. Bennett Steger has a nice return. It was a nice high kick. You'd think that the team would have been down there a little further, but good return out to the Viking 32-yard line, so they're starting in pretty decent field position.
Kind of nice weather for a football game. Finally feels like fall.
No kidding, compared to what it was the last 2 weeks. So Wildcats line up here, waiting for the Vikings to come up. We got Rochford bringing in the play. We've got 2:03 here left in the first quarter. Wildcats 12, Edco 8, courtesy of a turnover by the Wildcats. So we've got two receivers split to the left. Hand snap to thank God he dropped it. Number 20, Caden Cole was wide open there. He beat
little
Hennick.
underthrown. Hennick, I don't know what Hennick was.
I don't know what he was doing, but Hennick got
let him
beat.
run right by him, and Hennick's going to come out, and
Yep.
Jaden's coming in. So it's probably a tough adjustment going from nose guard to DB, and
Yeah, I don't know
then
what
they come right
happened.
at you the first play. So Hennick's going to get a well-deserved break here.
Yep.
I would expect he's probably going to be back on the line before long.
So that's going to be 2nd and 10. And Rochford
Looks like-
and Oberbreckling in the backfield. Receiver split to the left. Rochford's going to run with the ball, and he's tripped up at the bottom of there. Jaden Hansen goes low, trips him up, and again, that was probably about a 6-yard carry there.
Yeah, Kinnick Weiss in
Yep.
at D end, and I can't see, is that Colton Walton on the other D end? So
Yep.
got a whole line change up front
Yep.
from our
Mackay
starters.
and
So
Aiden are out, giving him a little breather there.
yeah, in my opinion, they've had enough breather. It's time to go.
Yeah,
but
no kidding.
what do we know?
Yeah. So we
It's
got
first quarter. We shouldn't be needing a breather.
Got 3rd and 4 here. Ball's on the Viking 38-yard line. They've got receivers again split to the left. This time they have Oberbreckling going to go direct. No, I guess that's Rochford still. Direct snap to Rochford. He jukes and is tripped up by Jaden Hansen. It's going to be a first down here.
Yeah, here comes Mackay back in.
Yep.
Is it Davis up front?
No, Davis isn't in.
That's is it Colton Brown?
Aiden's coming in. There comes Braxton in. Yep.
So
Brown's coming out.
looks-
Dashney
oh, we
was in.
better hustle.
Dashney's coming out. So we've got probably our starters back in,
yep.
and they got receivers split to the top and to the bottom, and it's going to be a direct snap, and Rochford's just going to take it, and the Wildcats get in there, and there's Max Arthur dives in and just jumps on his back and takes him down, but there was also Mackay was in there, and Dayton Price was in on that stop, so.
Really like what we're doing here defensively. It took me a series to figure it out, and I'm not going to talk about it online.
No
'cause
kidding.
We're
Don't
not,
give away
we're
our
not
secrets.
known for it, but it is. I like it.
We can't give away our secrets.
Yep. Enemies could be listening
Yes,
next week.
you never know.
Oh,
I
actually,
mean,
next week.
we have no game.
Yeah, so those of you that are used to hearing our ugly mugs talk on Fridays, you're not going to get that next week
Yep.
as New London has canceled
That's
their
right.
season.
We can talk more about that. So receiver split to the left, and here comes Mackay chasing Rochford. Rochford's going to throw it downfield, and that should be offensive
Yeah,
pass
there it is.
interference.
It's gotta
on
be.
number 20, he pushed Jaden right in the back. Ball went over his head. Number 10,
Yeah.
Christopher Lang dove for it, missed it.
You don't get a lot of offensive
and
pass
he
interference,
freaking
but that
flat
was
out pushed him.
yeah, that was a bonehead play.
And so that is an incomplete pass, so it's going to be 2nd and 10, but that's got to be offensive pass interference, for God's sakes. I mean, I hate it when I have to announce and officiate at the same time, but I'm getting used to it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he even pointed into the right direction.
Yeah, I was like there for a sec
I
because
know.
Jaden came up with his hands
I
up, and I'm like, you know what?
like,
We got an
Jesus, he got
unsportsmanlike
flattened.
we got an unsportsmanlike for that last week by
Yeah.
just putting your hands up without talking.
Uh-huh.
So maybe
Is
he's
that-
going to get another. No, it wasn't. It was clearly
Yeah.
the right call. It was two receivers deep over the middle of the field. Jaden was underneath both, jumped up to try to get the interception.
that kid just pushed him.
Took two hands to the back, and
I think
they
he,
still didn't catch the ball. Like, how do
yeah.
you cheat like that?
I
And you still
think-
don't catch the ball.
I think that kid thought he was playing defense almost.
Well, I wonder if there was a little miscommunication.
Yeah.
He thought he was the only deep route.
yeah, I don't know.
I
What are we
mean-
doing here? Come on.
Well,
Is that a 10-yard penalty?
well, they're trying to figure out how many yards to walk it off, and
All right, so that was the last, but actually, oh yeah, that's offensive. So that's the last play of the first quarter. So after the first quarter, it's going to be Wildcats 12, Edco 8, and we will. I think they're going to wait and switch. Oh, they marked it off. But you can't mark it off. You can't mark it off. You got to move the sticks, for God's sake.
well, they're probably going to walk it off and then reset the chains, right?
Well, but where's he walking it off from? Don't you have to?
Should be from the line of scrimmage. So it should be 15 yards, loss of down.
Right.
So
From the 30, because they're at the Wildcat 32-yard line. Oh, are
now
they
the
gonna?
38
Yeah, but don't we switch?
should switch ends of the field.
Don't
Do they
you
know it's? Do they know it's the quarter? Are you sure it's quarter?
It says 12 minutes over there. And you can end a quarter on an offensive penalty, right?
Yeah, it should be a walk-off. It should be like a
are we
10-second
not switching sides or what?
There shouldn't be an untimed down here.
Yeah.
Untimed down would be on the defense.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this guy's figured. Nope. They're going to run a play. What? Hope we get an interception.
It was a 10-yard. No. What the heck?
Well, they're going to take the snap. Rochford's going to run it. He's bottled up and taken down for a gain of 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 15 whenever we get life figured out here. That was weird.
They're
free
the
football.
clock's playing. They ran the clock.
So we're
Oh. So that was an
So Vaughn also confused.
Yeah, nobody explained anything to us. To me, I don't know why it's an untimed down because it was an offensive pass interference. So I always just thought it was you could never end on a defensive penalty. But anyway, after all that, it was offensive pass interference. They walked it off and ran one play with no time on the clock. At the end of the first quarter, they gained 3 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and about, I don't know, we're going to have to get things figured out here. We are now going to switch sides, it looks like.
So I think Seth's asking, did we not look for anyone to play next Friday? We looked for everyone, Seth.
And everybody
Every
has a
single 8-man Iowa team has a game. We played with the going, to another state and that kind of stuff, but it just wasn't in the. I mean, it's too hard to figure that out a week ahead of time. So nothing out there. I mean, unless something happens this week and another game gets canceled. But for right now, everybody that's got a team's playing. So we'll be.
Okay,
we'll be in a bye week.
This is further now than it was in the first time.
So now it's 3rd, and they might have just figured it out. Now it's 3rd and about 20.
100. 3rd and 2 miles versus 3rd and a mile.
Well, we tried to get them there, and
good job, chain gang.
Yeah,
God, just about had it.
Just 10 yards off there.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 15 is what we should be looking at.
No,
here.
should be about 3rd and 12, I think.
Well, they're right on the line, and the ball's on the.
Oh no,
so
third and 15. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I still don't understand the untimed down. I feel like it should be 4th down.
All right, so we're gonna do. Oh gosh, I almost felt like we should have intercepted that.
Yeah, it was a little quick swing
screen
out.
pass, and it went right through. Was that Max Arthur or who?
Didn't
Oh
see
no,
that.
it was Kinnick Weiss. It went right through Kinnick's hands. He could have had a pick 6 or at least batted that baby down. So they do pick up about 5 there, so it's going to be 4th down and 8.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine they're going to punt here, but it's
gonna,
only 5 yards off where they punted last time.
4th and 8, and they're going to go ahead, and they've got Rochford.
They got 3 receivers to the right.
Yep, bunched in tight. That's
a false
start.
There it is. There it is. Hey, are we going to?
Okay, you and I have to officiate, and we have to announce.
I know. That was.
God.
We're probably just so much fun to listen to.
All right.
So here we go. 4th and 13 again from the 37. So this is where they punted from last time.
Yep. And
maybe we try it again.
No, they're sending in Rochford.
It won't hurt us, Seth. Non-district games don't have any bearing on playoffs anymore. It's all about how you finish in your district.
All right, so they got
free bye week.
Receivers split out 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and Rochford's in lone backfield, 3 linemen. He's looking to pass. And
here comes the rush.
Come on, turn around,
Ball's
turn around,
up.
Jaden. Oh,
he's gonna make.
Here's the thing. How come Jaden is guarding 2 guys?
Well,
where's
we got possible catch at the 2-yard line.
He caught it.
Yep, they're gonna give it to him.
But again,
Oh.
Jaden Hansen's right there. Jaden actually tripped over one of the guys, but it's like, where's our other person helping
Well,
him?
It was
I don't
a
know where
zone,
Aiden,
and
yeah, Aiden or somebody's got to get over there.
we blitzed, and
So long completion down to about the 2-yard line. So that's a bummer. We had him deep there.
yeah, that was really good defense until the.
Yeah, just we gave him too much time. If we could have maybe had to put a little more pressure on him right away. But we've got 1st and goal, and they're going to hand off to Overbreckling, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. So Wildcats are doing some really good things, but then we've had the turnover, and now we just had this kind of just not the best play on defense, giving up that big play when it's 3rd and long. So touchdown for Edco, that puts them back up 14-12, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, this is where we talk about those conversions all the time and how much they mean.
Yep, and the Wildcats haven't converted yet tonight on theirs. And the Edco did convert on theirs, so they're going to go with Rochford and Overbreckling. They've got receiver split. They're handed off to Overbreckling, and he gets tripped up.
No,
and it's
no good.
nothing.
That's
Who came in
huge.
there? Was that Nolan?
Nolan Gates,
and
it looked like.
Max Arthur, maybe? I couldn't tell who. Somebody went sliding in there and tripped him up, and
I
big
think
play there for the Wildcats. Makes it 14-12 with 11:40 here left to go in the 2nd quarter. Got a game going on here. Let's give a shout-out to Heartland Bank.
Tell your friends, family, coworkers about Heartland Bank, and when they open a checking account with us, you'll both receive a special thank you gift. Referring online or on your mobile device is easy. Heartland Bank, a proud supporter of Central City Wildcats. Well, so getting the ball back, down 2. More than half the quarter, the whole quarter, second quarter to play. So really shouldn't see a whole lot of change out of the Cats here. I'm assuming we're going to probably just pound it down the field again. We really haven't had too much issues running the ball, but
all right. So we've got, again, it's going to be Matt and Aiden back deep. Matt and Aiden Klosterman back deep for the Wildcats. And again, it looks like this time, it looks like a new kicker, Nick Eulenkamp, is going to kick off. So I don't know, maybe they weren't trying to do those little pooches, and
well, that's what I.
And Bennett Stager was not getting the job done. I'm not sure exactly what. So now we have a new kicker here, sophomore Nick Eulenkamp.
I didn't see anybody get hurt, so I don't think.
Yeah, unless something. So we'll see what's going to happen. And this time it goes straight down the middle. It doesn't go out of bounds. It goes to Matt.
Be picked up by Matt. He's going to be out across the 25, 30,
And he
down
gets
at the
knocked down
33.
by
64 is the one that hit him.
He gets knocked down by Caden Cole.
That's a big lineman on the kick coverage.
Yeah. And Matt gets the ball. Good return. Gets it out to the 22-yard line. 23-yard line of the Wildcats.
33-yard line. You're 10 off.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 20-yard return.
Yeah,
so.
okay, yeah. 33-yard line. My bad. 33-yard line. So Wildcats, again, in good shape here. Christopher Hansen.
Chris Hansen's going to be split out again. And
to the left, and they've got
different formation here.
Is that Matt in tight on that side? They're going to run. Aiden's got the ball.
Good power run.
Aiden's got
Aiden's going to go for 40, 50 yards.
And he's going to take it to the house.
Untouched.
Aiden Klosterman, Wildcat touchdown. Oh, is that a flag?
It's not a flag.
What is that thing? It's green.
Maybe the officials.
Oh no, it's somebody's. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, it's
somebody's green
wrap.
Yeah. All right. Big rush. That's got to be the season long for Aiden.
I was just gonna say I really love this formation with Matt there.
It makes the defense have to be aware of him when he's in tight, standing up as a receiver.
He can be an eligible receiver. He can still take a handoff,
or
he can seal the edge and let his brother run for 60 yards.
And again,
love it.
Jaden Hansen had another big block there. It was a good run there by Aiden. So here goes the Wildcats with their 2-point conversion, and they're going to have Matt and Jaden Hansen, and they give it to Matt. And Matt barrels in, puts his head down, and takes it in for a 2-point conversion. So now we're even on our 2-point conversions. and Wildcats got
Up a
an extra touchdown. Yeah, so it's going to be 20-14. Wildcats up.
So really, I mean, quick synopsis here. They haven't stopped us or
No.
really slowed us down offensively.
No.
We've scored on all 3 drives, except when we botched
Yep, and gave it to them.
snap,
Yeah.
and they scored on it. So
Yep.
otherwise, we're looking at a 3 touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
heck,
could
we
be
coulda-
20-7, 8
we
right
could have
now,
scored on that
realistically.
long possession there. So Wildcats are rolling offensively with the one big turnover that turned into a touchdown. But outside of that, you know, we've played pretty good defense, forced a couple of.
Now we just got to get kind of organized a little bit. We've been doing some good things, but on that one, they dropped a one pass, and then they did get that long touchdown, and they did get called for the pass interference. That one, I don't think he would have caught it; was overthrown. But we got to get that passing game figured out. I think we're just so concerned about stopping Rochford from running that.
Well, I think that's still the right call. I mean,
but
they've completed 6 passes all year, and they haven't. I mean, they're going to get one, right? If it's man-to-man, and I don't know. I'm not – stick with it. Stop their dude. Don't let him score. We learned that week 1 when we let Cam Buffington run us over and score every time he touched it for the first 8 plays.
Yeah. All right, so Jaden Hansen kicking off for the Wildcats. And he boots this one over the head.
Yeah, that's going to get into a touchback.
And it's going to be a touchback that goes over Bennett Stager's head. So the Bennett, who got demoted from the kickoff.
go return kicks now.
Yeah, he's returning kicks. And
take notes as it goes over your head.
Goes over his head.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings on their own 15-yard line. We'll see what the Wildcats can do here. I'm not going to say it's deep in their own territory, deep enough.
Well, 15-yard line.
15 is 15-yard line. This would be great if we could get a turnover and get a score back.
They've been stalling out around midfield, so they got a ways to go to get there.
Yep.
So we'll see.
So they got Rochford and Oberbreckling, and he's just going to take the snap and come out here to the edge. And there's a holding, if you ask me. Jaden's pleading for a hold. I agree.
You can't lay on him.
They didn't call anything.
So it's a.
That would have been a personal foul last week. You see how Jaden put his hands up?
Yep.
That's all Springville had to do was put their hands up, and it was a personal foul.
So he's going to get 12 on the carry.
That's his longest run of the night, and it gets it up over the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
I still think this is Rochford's offense, so you got to keep him in check.
Yeah. Receiver split. He's going to go to the left side this time, following his blockers, and he's going to pick up. He's starting to get. He's going to get about 8 there.
A little more chunk yardage.
Yeah. Wildcats need to try to.
So he's got about
shoot some gaps or something here.
17 yards and 2 carries here.
Yeah. So it's going to be
the kickoff.
2nd and 2. Ball is on the Viking 34-yard line.
Just hope the Cats don't have a letdown possession here. Your defense has played
yeah.
well.
Exactly.
Unfortunate turnover led to a touchdown. Get a stop here. Get one more score before half. And there's Rochford. Oh, Hennick got through.
Yeah, he got through, and they stopped him, but he needed 2, and he got 3. So good effort there.
Yeah, Hennick was able to kind of jump the snap there and got to the backfield, but guessed the wrong side, and the play was going left. He went to his left, and
so 1st and 10. Ball on the Viking 37-yard line. Let's see if the Wildcats can't make something happen right here.
Looks like an original starting defense in for the Cats.
Yep. We're at 9:50 here left in the 2nd quarter. Wildcats up 20-14. Need to get a stop. And there comes Rochford's going deep. He's looking, and here comes Matt. And Matt's and they knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, great coverage downfield by Nolan
Christopher
Gates
Greif and Matt Eulenkamp knock him out.
Matt Eulenkamp? I don't think
There's a Eulenkamp right here, Nick Eulenkamp.
I don't think he's been in school for the Cats for a few years.
Matt Klosterman picked up about 7 there, I guess. So good coverage downfield. It just got outside of the line there of the containment. And
pocket broke, and he was able to get the edge. I mean, he only felt like he ran for 60 yards, but he only got
7. So 2nd 3. We've got 2 receivers split top and bottom, and we've got Oberbreckling and Rochford. Goes to Rochford. He's going to take it, and there's Dayton Price gets off the edge there.
Yeah, they're going to get Dayton on face masks, so that'll be a 15-yarder.
I didn't see that.
He pulled him down by the face mask, so it's not going to be an accidental. It'll be a 15, so it's probably going to be looking at
Yep, so that's going to be.
Should be about 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 18. So nice, best drive of the day for.
That was great defense for Dayton to get off the line there, and
nice.
Rochford put a stiff arm out, and Dayton was trying to wrap him up, and his arms just weren't ended up hitting him getting him in the face mask. So
maybe it was not the 15-yard variety. It was the 13-yard variety.
We'll take whatever it is.
Yeah, well, that's going to put it out to about the 21.
Yep, 21-yard line where the Vikings will have it 1st and 10. So
that's interesting.
Wildcats need to get a stop here. See if they can get a turnover. Would be fantastic. So we've got receivers split out to each side, and one tight there on the left-hand side, and then they snap it to, and here comes Dayton again. And he misses, and so does Mackay. Took a bad angle. And I think Mackay thought maybe Dayton was going to hold him up, and Dayton couldn't stop him. Mackay took a bad angle, and he's able to pick up about 6 there, knocked out of bounds.
I mean, it's still, Rochford's running a ton, and he's not getting, it sure looks like he's getting a long ways,
so
and it's not only a gain of 5 on a busted play.
2nd 5 or long 4 here.
D-backs have done a great job in coverage this possession.
This time,
Unfortunately, the backers are not filling and
he's
getting Rochford
outside. So we got a receiver split to the right and left, and it's going to be Rochford handing off to Overbreckling, and there's Dayton and that Aiden on the bottom there, I think. Aiden on the bottom, Dayton on the top, bringing down Overbreckling, and he picked up.
Cats at the blitz there and just flew right by the fullback, going for Rochford instead of hitting the first guy through the line.
Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and an inch.
We got to be
2 down territory.
Yeah, 2 down would be.
Probably 2 to Rochford, I think. Maybe do this first one to Overbreckling.
So he's got
they're in a bunch.
Bunch receivers to the right there, and
they're
going to throw it, and it's going to be dropped.
Wow.
And
what a play call there, but
I guess they figure that Rochford can pick it up on 4th down, but this would be a great time to come in and have
sneak a pass in there. And
maybe they thought everybody was just going to expect Rochford to run. Now everybody's going to expect Rochford to run. And now see if we can get something maybe behind the line of scrimmage here. So kind of a big play here for the Wildcats. It's 4th and about, foot. And Edco's lining up in the same formation, except for the receivers are on the left side instead of the right side, and then they're going to run it. And I tell you what, they're going to give it to him.
They're going to give it to him, but
that was a good defensive play there. He didn't get much more. He needed a foot, and he got about a foot and a half.
Yeah, he needed 12 inches, got 14.
Yeah. So 1st down there for the Vikings here, putting together a drive, started at their 15-yard line. And the ball's going to be spotted at about the Wildcat 13 there, it looks like maybe. Or no, I guess I'm sorry, the 10. I'm at a bad angle here. That's at the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal. We've got receivers split out and then a snap to Rochford, and he's met there by a whole pack of cats. There's Dayton right there. And off the bottom, Matt was right there, and you had
stood
Hennick.
Up and went nowhere.
That was a great defensive play there.
No gang tackle.
No gain. That's what we needed in the last play. There's no gain. Ball spotted again at the 10-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 10. And this time we're going to go ahead, and they're going to put twin receivers to the right and to the left, and you got 3 linemen. They've been Rochford is he's getting a runner in motion
Jet
here.
Sweep, new look, trips right.
And he's going to look to throw it, and there's Brandon Hennick's coming in, and there. Oh, nice play by Aiden Klosterman. Undercut the route. I thought he had a pick, and they're going quick here.
That might have been a pick six.
I almost called timeout, man. Nope. Yeah. I don't know. They're going without a huddle. They're doing the same exact setup here. Twins to the right and left.
Probably a draw.
And this time they're going to put the motion man is over Breckling, and they're looking. Rochford's going to roll out, and he wants to throw it, and he's going to throw it.
Tip.
And Nolan Gates.
Oof.
Nice.
Nolan Gates. I don't know if he got crossed up, but he definitely did not stick with his guy in the back corner of the end zone. Luckily, it was underthrown
a little bit, but Nolan
he made a heck of an athletic play with his legs crossed to jump in the air.
Yeah.
You know what? He does have the school record for vertical jumps.
Does he? Nice. Well, he used it
he's
there.
He's probably never done it with his legs crossed, but
we'll take it. With running backwards. So big play there for the Wildcats, and we still have, we're at 4th and goal here, and Vikings have it on their 10-yard line, so they're going to set up in the exact same formation the last 3 times. Split out to the right, 2 to the left, to the right, and Dane Price with the sack! Dane Price runs through his blockers, and he just demolished.
Yeah,
Rochford didn't have a chance.
You know, it's kind of a new look for Dayton in that position.
And,
we just saw why he was there.
Yep.
He's a tough matchup. And
this whole drive, he's been kind of beat. He got called for that penalty, but he beat his line.
Yeah.
He beat his person.
Yeah, he's been all over the side of the his side of the field.
Great series there for Dayton. Huge play.
Made up for that face
15,
mask,
right?
But again, that's one of those we'll take a penalty instead of a touchdown and rely on your boys to have your back. So
Wildcats are going to get the ball all the way back at the 17-yard line.
All right, we've got Jaden and Aiden in the Aiden here. Same play as they scored on last time. Aiden's going to get through again. He bounces, gets it right. 15 yards before he's brought down. Great little sidestep.
That was
I think he sidestepped Rochford.
Christopher Lang just stood his ground that time. He had the angle.
Yeah. Well, Rochford was right there, and Aiden just did a nice
little juke.
Yeah, a little sidestep and put him on skates, and he went down, and Aiden got 10 more.
That's a Wildcat first down here, and the ball's out up to the Wildcat 33-yard line, it looks like. And we've got
6:14.
Yep, we're down to about 6:10 here left in the second quarter. Wildcats up 20-14. Just had a big defensive stand. 4th and goal. And Wildcats have Christopher Hansen split out and Matt, and then they direct snap to Aiden.
Yep,
and Aiden picks up a couple there. That's all right.
Yeah, so that's a new formation again for the Cats. They've ran it, 3-4 plays in a row now, and Aiden went for 60. Aiden went for 12, and now he still got 3 there.
Oh, I guess he did, yeah. They gave him a pretty good spot.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. He got inside of that interior line. We can't see how far he gets, but they gave him.
He's going to come out of the game, and his brother's going to check in for him. So now it's Jaden and Matt in the backfield.
Yep. Christopher Greif, we're going to our power game.
Went to the fullback here, so probably a counter play. No, there's the big fella. He's going to.
Oh, and that time.
Chris Greif's going to take the direct snap, and he's still got
Grady Mather came around
there
and grabbed him, and he's still got a few. So we've got 3rd and 5, I'd say here.
Yeah, you got to think 2-down territory here.
For sure.
Well, maybe not. I guess they're still just shy of the 40, so 38
5 minutes to go here.
Run some clock, get it down, and
depends. Obviously, it's going to depend here. Let's just not even have to worry about it and get first down right here.
Yeah, let's go hard count, make them jump.
So we got again Christopher and the fullback.
They've changed up their defense. They're to a 4-man front here, so.
Yep. There's a direct snap to
Jaden, and he's going to be just shy. Boy, his nose is on the first down, but I'm assuming they're going to mark the ball back.
Maybe this will be one of those invisible first downs with no play.
Yeah, not quite.
Just a yard short there, 1.5 yards maybe. Long 2, I'd say short. That's 1.5 yards. So we'll see what's going to happen here. We got Aiden coming back in. We've got Matt. We've got Jaden. Looks like Christopher Greif is in there.
I was just saying, they got too many in the huddle. They can't break the huddle until.
So.
Might have dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, Colton Brown's coming out.
So what do we got? Quarterback sneak probably out of this formation.
And there we go. And
the ball flies
out.
It's going to be a fumble.
That's Jaden's second fumble.
How do we fumble a quarterback sneak?
That's his second fumble of the game. First time he fumbled, luckily we were able to fall on it.
And it looks like, is he the one getting pulled up right there?
No, Jaden's
that was McKay.
right there.
As I say,
Jaden's walking off. I didn't see. He just put his head down.
They brought 6 up the middle, had the numbers, and they're going to call it a fumble recovered by Edco. And man,
and now we've not had really
I don't know
any turnover.
I don't know if he tried to reach out or somebody ripped it. I mean,
I don't know.
You can't see anything.
We
when they're
couldn't
in
see.
that.
He just put his head down and went. And all of a sudden, I just saw the ball pop
Yeah,
out of
the
there.
ball comes flying out the back of the defense.
We played that night. That night it was so hot and muggy, and I don't remember. Like you would think the hands would have been, and now tonight.
Maybe it's too cold.
So there's going to be a snap to Rochford.
He's cut down.
The only way that we've been stopped has been by ourselves on turnovers. They've yet to stop us. And Rochford picks up about 3 here and maybe 4. So you can go 2nd and 6. And the Vikings have the ball on their own 37-yard line.
That was our 3rd fumble. I forgot.
Well, yeah, Jaden fumbled
got
it.
2, and Matt had the one.
Jaden's one was recovered by Braxton. So we've got 3:35 here left to go before halftime. It's 20-14. So let's see if the Wildcats can't get a stop. There's Rochford, and he busts a big one here, and it's going to be a first down, and he's going to be all the way into Wildcat territory at the 30-yard line. So Wildcats need to bounce back here and get a stop.
Yeah, that stinks. We had him stood up, and he was able to slide off and get another 10. So what we don't want to see is a redo of that first game where we lead most of the first half and give it up in the last 2 seconds. Here we gotta have a stop here.
Yep, 3 minutes to go here before halftime. Rochford looking to pass this time. He comes across and with a sliding catch, it is complete.
Yeah, that was
to Caden Cole. It's going to be a pickup of about 6, so it brings up 2nd and 4.
That was a sliding 5-yard catch.
So again, Vikings here on the move after the turnover. Receiver split to the right and left, and you've got one in the backfield along with Rochford, and he's just going to take it, and he goes, and
he's going to get chopped down just shy of the first down,
Davis
I think.
And looks like Dayton, Price, and there's probably another person in there.
Maybe
just short.
3rd and 1. We'll see if they come out.
3rd long one here, so let's see what the Wildcats can do. Obviously, it's 2-down territory, but we've got
almost exactly like the last drive where they went to that bunch formation. I would go on 2 here. Hopefully our
We're
front,
at under
front
2 minutes to go.
And they're going to try to spread us out. And probably read option here with Oberbrockling.
And they're going to hand off. Oh, and he is tripped up by Christopher Greif. Makes a stop, and then he went sideways. I don't think he got it. He had to get up.
Down. I
don't think it.
4th. So
it looks like no play or no gain.
What do we got for time? 1:35. What are they going to do?
Well, nobody's called a timeout, so both teams have all their timeouts. We're 4th and about the same, a long 1.5 yards
So it's going to be under a minute by the time this ball gets snapped. Nobody's in a hurry. Cats.
Nope.
I don't mind the Cats not taking a timeout here.
All right, so we're going to go same thing. They've got 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right, and it's a snap to – oh, and he stopped. Oh, they're going to give it to him, I bet you, $1 million. They almost have to. Mackay went in and slowed him up right away, and Mackay's down a little bit. I think he might have got the wind, and then a couple other Cats were right there, but they don't measure.
They're not going to measure. Just give it to them.
Jesus, they say it's a first down.
Oh, so
So we got 1 minute right now to go. Nobody's called a timeout. Both teams have all their timeouts, and so that puts the ball 1st and 10 on the Wildcat, just 20-yard line it looks like, right? Just short of the 20-yard line. And we're with about 45 seconds left, and it got receivers to the right and left, and there's a false start on. I think I saw somebody on their line jump.
I couldn't tell if it was somebody on the line or this receiver out here. Either
it could have been one of them, but I saw a white jersey, so that's going to be a procedure penalty against. And now we've got a timeout.
Yeah, I'd say they got to take a timeout now.
Edco's going to take a timeout. There's 38 seconds left. That makes it. Was that second,
25-yard line. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have to worry
was
about.
that first down?
Yeah,
that was first down. Yeah.
We're probably not worried about downs anymore at this
but
point.
it's 1st and 15, and it moves the ball out all the way back to, is it the 25-yard line, it looks like, I think.
Well, worst case scenario here is we let Rochford run around, and then we lose him in the wash, and he runs for it here. Our defensive secondary has been pretty good in pass coverage.
Just that one series, they had a couple lapses
Yeah.
there, but so don't let anybody get behind you.
Backers need to worry about Price, and that's really it right now, and let the D-backs do their thing. They've been doing well. And
and try to contain. They did it. You made the comment in that first drive is that we weren't letting Rochford get out of the rush, that we were keeping them in the middle.
Keeping them contained,
And if we can either keep them contained or else get a sack, and then, like you said, the D-backs, except for those a couple plays, have really actually done a pretty good job tonight. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah. 38 seconds. We've got 38 seconds left before halftime, and 20-14 Wildcats up.
I don't know why I get so nervous on this stuff.
And Edco used their first timeout, so Edco's got 2 timeouts left, and
it's like Max Arthur's
Wildcats
in at linebacker, and we might have everybody. Braxton Davis is in. Otherwise, it's starters. They got empty backfield, two receivers to the right and one to the left. No.
And now they're going to put that a little bit of motion, but he comes in tight. And there's Dayton. Come on, Dayton. Now, come on, guys.
Break down.
What are they doing? He just ran through like 3 Wildcats. Man, what the heck?
Dayton flew by him. I thought he was going to.
And now it's 26 seconds left, and there's going to be a timeout. Edco, and he got his 5 yards back and picked up another 5. Jeez, Wildcats, I don't know what Max and there was somebody there, and they just let him go right between them. It was weird.
I think they probably thought he was going to run out of bounds, and then he cut back kind of towards the middle.
You got to go smash him.
Which probably is not a great,
right,
hindsight, not good on them. They got to burn a timeout, but we gave up a few yards there.
10 yard.
Dayton's at that new position when he learns to. When he's got a free shot like that, if he needs to just break down and keep him in front,
right,
that would have made a big difference on that play. But
then he turned around. Anyway, so 26 seconds left here, 14-20.
Yeah, on the 15-yard line.
And we're 15-yard line. So he picked up 10.
Same formation.
Yep. So we got
2 receivers, wide outs on each side. So 4. They went with a draw on this last time they ran it.
A motion to the left, so now they're going to have 3 receivers on the left, and he's looking that way, and here comes Dayton. That kid can't stop Dayton.
Picked off in the end zone.
Interception. That Nolan?
Yes, it is.
Nolan Gates with the pick. His first interception of the year. Great coverage. They overloaded that side with 3 receivers, and Nolan stayed in there, and he made a great read on the ball, and that gives the Wildcats 19 seconds. They'll get the ball on the 15-yard line because that'll be a touchback. And I would say
we're taking a knee, I would have to think.
Don't try to do anything. Just take a knee and let's not give them the ball.
Incredible.
I thought I would just give Jaden up under center so you don't even have to worry about anything.
You know what? Fake knee, let's throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I give that a 0% chance.
We could try that. I mean, Springville tried that.
Yeah, they did.
Fake. Yeah, and here, look, they're listening to us, Ratliff.
Yeah. No, I 100%. I don't even. That's not even in the playbook. Guaranteed. So.
All right, Wildcats.
Take the knee, and they're gonna.
Great job there. Again, both. Well, I guess we gave them that 1 touchdown, and the Wildcats have just like against Winfield Mount Union. Really, we've controlled the first half, but Edco is in it because of Wildcat turnovers.
Yeah,
not necessarily anything Edco's doing defensively. And then we've stopped them,
Yeah, if we got a couple 2-point conversions right now, it would be looking real good.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 more points.
Yeah,
it's a 10-point game.
Could be a 10, 2-possession game. Would have been nice to have, but what an incredible play by your center, playing defensive back.
Well, and the biggest
makes me laugh every time.
I know.
Coached D-backs for 100 years, and I would have never thought, our all-district center would be would be that guy back there. But
well, the biggest thing about that is that they get the kickoff on the second half to start the second half.
Yeah, that was a huge
If they would have
stop.
scored on this and then turn around and get after the fumble, I mean that's a huge play.
Yeah, that was a big.
On,
that was a 6-minute drive, right? Because they got the ball with about 6 minutes to go.
Yeah,
so
probably something like that. Yeah,
that
5.5. Yeah, so huge play there by Nolan and Dayton. They can't stop him on that end there.
No.
And again, I don't know if he forced. I don't know if Rochford passed that a little sooner than he wanted to, but anyway, we'll take it. Nice play by Nolan Gates. All right, so let's give a shout out to Heartland Bank here, our sole sponsor for our YouTube sports channel.
Heartland Bank is a proud supporter of Central City Wildcat sports. At Heartland Bank, we recognize more than ever the need to support local customers and organizations in our communities. As your community bank, we're here for you. We've got the old Little Cats cheer squad out here.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun to watch them cheered up out there. Just kind of a recap here. For the Wildcats, we opened up with that touchdown, and Mackay with the
Mackay with the touchdown grab.
Tipped by the Edco player, and then it went into Mackay's hand. Actually, the Mackay and that player both kind of went for it. That's the first
catch by a Wildcat not named Aiden Klosterman.
Yep, and it was for a touchdown. And then Aiden Klosterman has come back, and he's had 2 rushing touchdowns. He had the big, it was about a 38-yard, when he busted at.
No, I think that was.
Oh, was it?
I think it was over 50, right around 50
yard line.
guess.
Yeah, 50.
I'm gonna say 60 because why not?
And so we don't know. We're not keeping stats.
Nope.
But and then he pounded in another one on a nice drive that the Wildcats had. He took one in, and so Aiden has 2 rushing touchdowns, and Mackay has 1 receiving touchdown, and then we've had 1 2-point conversion, and that was Matt Klosterman, who came in and bowled in for that 2-point conversion, and our other 2 were not good. So that's where we're at.
Should be an easy halftime speech. Don't turn the ball over.
Yep.
And keep playing Wildcat football.
And like I said, they've made a little change in Dayton. They can't stop Dayton on that one end. So he's going to keep busting in there. And it looks like since they scored that or had that long, it wasn't a touchdown, but they had that long pass completion. Since then, our safeties and backs there have done a lot better job, and we've got Nolan had that nice play, knocked it away. Now he's got the interception. So, yeah, I mean, Edco's got 14 points, but 7 of them are courtesy of us handing Rochford's never going to get an easier touchdown than that.
Nope.
It was almost like, oh, look what I found. Yeah. It reminds me of Tyler Sash's that against Indiana. Remember that? But he took his back all the way for the touchdown. This one was 2 yards, but yeah, it just kind of bobbled. Matt's just like, I guess we'll do that. But a couple things that were going on. I think the volleyball team traveled down to Lisbon.
Yeah, big win for the Cats. Yep. Undefeated Lisbon. I can't remember what the girls said. First time in 3 years the Cats have beat them, and I don't know if they're ranked. I haven't seen any volleyball stats out there, but anytime you can go to their house and beat them's a good day for the Cats.
Yep. It was all 3 teams for the Wildcats won.
Yep.
So that was good.
The varsity team got down 0-2.
Oh, wow.
They were hard fought games, and we always, how many halftime speeches do we have in the basketball locker room when things aren't going your way and you're doing everything you can and it's just not coming up in the win column? You can either pack it in or you can come out fighting, and man, they came out fighting.
And we've announced some volleyball games and we've watched volleyball. Volleyball is just that weird sport that the momentum can change so quick, and you get done with a game and the next they have all those little half times, and it's just crazy. But yeah, congrats to the volleyball team. JV football team had a big win on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They beat Springville
66-0, I believe.
66-0, And unfortunately, the junior high came out on the short end on their first game against Springville. I think they said it was 26 to something. I can't remember. I've got some of the junior high guys. So that was their first game. And so that's going on. Jack was supposed to have a cross-country meet on Tuesday, but it got postponed or canceled because of the heat. And so we're getting geared up for Cascade next Thursday. We'll be going up to Cascade. As you mentioned, there will be no football game next Friday night. We were supposed to travel to New London, and New London is canceling their season. Are just going to play a JV schedule?
I think that they canceled JV too. So
so they're canceling their season.
I'm guessing until they
or just not playing us.
Yeah, no. I think they're probably done for. I think they said they're down to about 14 kids that are healthy enough to play. But, I mean, we played a whole season with 16 not that long ago. So, I don't know. I don't know what – the state's almost got to do something. I mean, in my you've seen Hoosiers. We only need 5 guys, Well, it doesn't quite work that way. But, boy, you'd think 14, if you had 2 more, you could potentially have – a full lineup sitting on the sideline, but not going to happen. So no matter how much we want.
Right. As you mentioned, so New London is canceling our game Friday. Don't know what they're doing the rest of the year. And there is no 8-man team available to play Friday night. And so there's just not, on this short of notice, just not any way to do anything. So the Wildcats will be off. And so I guess you can enjoy a Friday night, make a date, go out, do something, go to a different football game. So that is the news, I guess, for football.
Yeah, I wish the state, because, I mean, this has kind of burned us a couple times.
Yeah, last year 2 teams did that to us.
Elkader, 2 teams.
Central Elkader and Cal Wheat.
I wish the state would come out and say, you know what, if you can't play a varsity schedule, then you can't play in the postseasons for 5 years. 10
I mean, there's got to be some kind of a consequence, because it's just too easy. It feels like for some of these teams just to say,
there's no repercussions.
Yeah. And
you know what? I don't want to play the number 6 team in the state, so I'm going to sit
whatever.
out.
And that's just it's unfortunate. And it's not fair, to our seniors. That's a game that they've lost now and aren't going to get it back. And last year, we were able to make up one of those games last year.
We played Hiawatha of Chicago or whatever.
Yeah, Illinois. So we were at least able to make up for one, but still they lost the game last year too because of that, And there's got to definitely be something that is done to try to have teams avoid doing that kind of thing. So anyway, we're at halftime right now. If you're just joining us, I'm Cindy McCarthy announcing with Cody Radliff. Last week, somebody asked about David Warrington. David has done the football announcing for the last 2 years for us, and he was obviously going to school at UNI, and he wants to be a sports announcer, and so we loved having him do it. And he did probably the majority of the basketball games as well. And David, if you don't know, he is working for KWWL up in Waterloo, and he's not necessarily a sports announcer yet.
The last 2 weeks he's done, is it the Friday Night Heroes?
Well, I think he gets to probably do that, but he started this summer, and they just have him out doing just, whatever, all little
alien sightings in the cornfields.
Yeah, alien sighting. Yeah, probably drought. I did see him do something on the drought. I saw him do I did catch a few of his things. He posted them on Twitter, but so he's got his foot in the door, and they know what he can do sports announcing wise. It's just you just got to put in your time, and
it'd be pretty cool if we could get to the dome. He'd be there.
Yeah, that'd
Friday
be cool.
Night,
so anyway, that's why David isn't announcing this year. He has moved on to bigger and better things.
Well, Sweet Caroline by the band.
Yes.
We haven't had that yet.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why you're not hearing David. Maybe if he has downtime sometime, we could talk him back into coming for a guest appearance now.
He'd probably do it because he's such a great kid.
I know.
He has definitely moved on to bigger and better, and I wouldn't blame him if he'd never step foot in the box again.
For us.
Yeah, definitely for us.
So that's why you've got Cody and I coming at you for the football season, and we'll probably be doing some basketball. We might be able to get Mac, and I don't know if anybody out there who's interested in being a broadcaster, you can send me an email, and we're always looking for help. But that's kind of why you're listening to us. So we've got a halftime here if you're just joining us again, and it's we've got about 4 minutes left. Wildcats came out and took the ball and drove down the field and scored a touchdown and missed the 2-point conversion. Then we stopped Edco on their initial possession, and they punted, and we had the ball at about, 4-yard line, I think, 5-yard line. And
bobbled the snap and went right to Rochford, and he took a step and scored.
He was the scoring touchdown. So, Matt Klosterman had a fumble, and it turned into, and they scored their 2-point conversion there. And then Wildcats have only way they've been stopped is when we've had we've had Matt's turnover, and then Jaden Hansen had a fumble here, and those are the only ways that we haven't scored those 2 possessions. Otherwise, we've scored every possession that we've had. And again, we talked about Aiden Klosterman has 2 rushing touchdowns, and Jaden Hansen passes complete to Makai Benton for a receiving touchdown. And defensively, we've been doing a pretty good job. We gave up 1 touchdown on a pretty nice drive that Edco had. And the penalties have been a lot better tonight.
We had the one on
Dayton,
which is one's fine. You
and
can manage one.
And to be honest, he was
40.
he was just going for Rochford's a big kid, and he stiff-armed Dayton, and Dayton just had his arms out there, and it just hit the face mask just right.
I would say, you Wildcat fans, if you're listening and you usually like to come to these games, there's not a lot of empty seats around here. So if you come in, what are we, 2 weeks? We got another home game?
Yep, it'll be 2 weeks. We'll be back here.
Might want to get here early.
Yeah. Nice crowd, and actually Edco's got a nice little crowd over there. Granted, they're close and 45-minute drive, 40 drive.
False hope of being really good.
Yeah.
So,
just that one long play. It was 3rd and long, and we just had a breakdown a little bit on defense, and we were pressuring Rochford, and then he just made that completion. So,
haven't really talked about it yet, but it's been in the back of my mind for a while, and Coach Myers and probably everybody else. This could have some major implications on district championship down the road. It's a first district game, but boy, it's 2 of the top teams that you figure are probably going to be vying for that district championship. And as unimportant as that first game was, when we, unimportant playing the number 4 team in the state. When it doesn't matter, this one probably matters a little bit more. And honestly, outside of the fumbles, the Cats have looked pretty dang good.
And that one, just that one defensive lapse there, but they've
kind of what Coach Myers thought we'd maybe look like all the time, with no penalties, and we're not playing against 4 officials and eight football players at once. And those fumbles were tough.
Yeah.
But we still have the lead.
Yep.
We're going to kick off to these guys. Hopefully, I think we're deeper than they are. We should be one of the deeper teams in the district, in my mind. I haven't studied every roster out there, but every now and then.
Definitely we have more guys out. So, like we mentioned, there's been a couple times where we've had Dashney's gotten in, and we've had Max Arthur go in.
Dashney got an interception last week, so Nolan didn't get the first one.
No, it was Nolan's first.
Yeah, Nolan's first.
Nolan's first interception of the year. Dashney did have a pick.
I'm still saying Dashney's getting 100 yards one of these games.
But we have been able to use Colton Brown's been able to come in and give some breathers.
Colton Welton, some of these
have been
younger,
coming in.
That's a pair of sophomores right there. Came in and spotted our DNs for a few plays, and
So we have been able to move some players around and get a little bit of for those guys up front to give them a little breather. So hopefully we are in a situation where we are a little deeper. I mean, Rochford and Overbrecken, they're not coming out and that kind of thing. So anyway, the Wildcats are going to be tested right away because when we come out here, it's going to be Vikings football.
Yeah, it's 2:43 on the clock. I'm not sure if this is the mandatory warm-up time, if it's clock's reset or not.
Yeah, I think it did. 3 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. So we got the Wildcats out here.
If anybody's listening through or watching through NFHS, let us know if our voices audio is going through on NFHS. In our minds, it is, and
but we may be wrong.
But we don't know.
Again, Heartland Bank is our sponsor for all of our contests that we call. They allow us to do the Wildcat Sports Channel, and let's give a shout out to them.
At Heartland Bank, the strength of our bank lies in the relationships that we give meaning to our work. At all times, we remain focused on what we do best, operating as a dependable community bank and delivering on our personal service commitment. Go Cats.
And again, we always, Heartland Bank has been with us from the very beginning with this, and they've been our sole sponsor. They've gotten behind us, and they've supported us, and we really appreciate that. And we do have a good relationship with Heartland Bank. They do some other generous things for the school, for the kids and the staff, so we appreciate all that they do for us. So Heartland Bank. All right.
Go time.
Yep, go time. Looks like both teams are on the sideline, done with the little halftime warm-up here. And as we mentioned, the Wildcats will be kicking off. Edco, I think, won the toss and deferred. And so they will be.
Edco, I think. Here's what I think is going to happen.
What do you think?
This is brought to you by Slim Jims. I think they're going to come out humming here. Going to have a little spark. We're going to turn them over on about the 10-yard line, take away all momentum. They're going to get fatigued as we march, how long is the field? 75, 80 yards down the field. We're going to redo that possession that we turned it over on the 5 and they scored. We're going to get a long possession out of that, and we're going to take a 2-possession lead here.
All right. That sounds good to me. I'd like to have a little breathing room here. 20-14 at halftime.
And you wouldn't be going out bird hunting in the morning, would you? I agree, though. Let's get the clock running, get this game over with the Wildcats on top, sole possession of first place in the district, and have a bye week because Matt's not feeling great. He's all bandaged up still. That was a bunch of stitches in his hand that held him out. I know Aiden, I got about 8 classes with that kid. He was, just feels like he's in mid-season form. Yeah. A few bumps and bruises.
Yep. Hey, actually,
Jaden's been running the ball, a little more than normal, and he could probably. I think everybody maybe could benefit and get some of these young guys that are stepping in, get them another week of practice.
Yeah.
But ball's teed up. Hanson's going to boot it. Here's the approach. High pop up.
That hits the ground, and
they're just going to fall on it on the 20-yard line. So really, it's kind of like a touchback.
Christopher Lang. I don't know why he didn't go up and catch it, but he let it drop, and then he fell on it. So Vikings are going to take over right on their 20-yard line here is where we're going to get started. So pretty good.
No momentum off it.
Yeah, no momentum, no big return or anything like that. And so we'll see what the Wildcats can do here if we can get that stop. So we're going to right away, they're going to have split a receiver to the right. And
3 receivers to the left.
Yep. And
empty backfield for Rochford.
Rochford's going to take it, and he's just going to run. And I don't know what's going on over there, but
looks like he got about 6.
Yep.
That was kitchen sink left.
Yeah. About 6, so it'll be 2nd and 4 here for the Vikings. So pretty good run there on that first play, but again, just some small chunks. If we can try to, get one big play and just somehow, get a turnover on downs.
Yep, down on the 10-yard
Yep.
line. That's just
Yep.
what I think's going to
So
happen.
we got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Rochford's just going to take it and run up the middle, and there
He's going
came
to be
somebody.
short.
He's going to be short. They sure
Well, why
don't.
aren't they calling
yeah.
blowing the
That,
whistle?
all year, they've really let them push and shove, and that's just when people are going to get hurt and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, he had 4 guys hanging
yeah,
on him.
and you're just
He
allowing.
he wasn't going forward. He was
Right.
getting driven over backwards, and
So,
he's going to be just shy.
yeah, that's going to be third and 1.
Third and a long one.
Yep. And this is a big play here for the Wildcats because it's like they're at their own 29-yard line. You know, do they go for it on fourth down?
Tight formation
Yeah, so
here.
they got three receivers to the right, tight. They're going to go that way and block, and it's going to get
Oh,
around there,
didn't
and he's
get the
going to get a
corner up.
first. Yep, didn't get the corner block there. I don't know. Wildcats didn't look. Mackay's saying, hey, I'm being held, but I don't think he's going to get
Yeah,
that.
he's not going to get the call when no eyes are on the
Nope.
backside D end.
And so that's a first down. The ball gets up to midfield where the Vikings will have it 1st and 10. So the Wildcats are going to need to stiffen up here. Aiden goes out and Dashney steps in.
Another sophomore
Yep.
for the Cats.
And we got Max Arthur in at linebacker, it looks like there. So we've got 2 receivers to the left. We got backfield, and Rochford looks like he's going to run, and now he's going to throw it, and he comes short. And underneath there to Christopher Lang. And the one, it's going to be a first down, but the one positive is that every time they've thrown it, the receivers
they
are
always-
falling down, so they're
no,
not
it's
getting any yards after catch.
Never hits them in stride. It's always
No,
a
unless they're
sliding
behind them.
catch.
So I guess
Pretty good at it, I
yeah.
suppose.
So I mean, they got a first down out of it, but they weren't able to get anything extra. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here in Wildcat territory. They got again 2 receivers split to the right, and they got Overbreckling and Rochford in the backfield.
Still
Rochford's going to go to the weak side over there, and he spins off of somebody who had him.
Yeah, it looked like
It looked
Chris
like
Greif was in there.
Christopher Greif, but
Had
just
him
couldn't-
bottled up.
Yep.
Probably 2 yards in the backfield, but wasn't able to hang on. And from there, he had a little bit of running room and got down to the
Picked up 9.
picked up 9. So 2nd and short.
So Wildcats have to stiffen up here a little. See if we can do something.
Well,
Keep them out of the end zone is what we need to do.
we've seen him pass in
Yep.
this kind of down and distance before, so maybe this will be that timely
Yeah,
turnover.
Yeah. So receiver split, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and you've got Rochford in the backfield with Overbreckling. It's a handoff to Overbreckling. The Wildcats are ready that time, and unfortunately they needed 1 and got about 1.5. Gosh, we're right there.
Yeah.
They needed 1 and got about 1.5, so that's going to be a first down there for the Vikings. Braxton Davis is checking in. Brandon Hennick's going out, bringing a little more size up front
Probably
here.
going a little more goal line
Yep.
package.
So it looks like it's just short of the 15-yard line from my perspective here. So 1st and 10 from just outside the 15. We're at 8:33 left here in the 3rd quarter. Receivers again split out to the right and left, and another one tight on that right side, and Overbreckling in the back with Rochford. He's going to run to the right, and he's going to look to throw, and he's going to wrap it up. And gosh, he
Mackay was in
ran right
pursuit.
over. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Our guys, it's like they don't want to tackle him. So he gets by Mackay and somebody else, but we had Max Arthur and Christopher Greif were there to clean things up, but
Couldn't tell if that was Mackay and Davis that ran into
but
each
he
other.
was
or
able,
what.
but he was able to get 5, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, they would have fooled me on that play. I was not expecting a pass.
Yeah, so 2nd and 5 with 7:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats up 20-14. Again, receivers split to the top and the bottom, and they've got Overbreckling back there and they're just he's gonna run. Rochford is, and that time Wildcats Mackay and is that Dashney? No, Mackay. Oh, I thought that was a flag popping up out of there.
I couldn't.
Braxton Davis is coming up off the bottom of the pile, and actually there
Holding.
was a flag somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't see it, but I saw him throw the football, and I thought that was a flag getting tossed. There's the
it's- yeah, it's
flag
down
is
here in the
right
corner.
there. And so they got holding on the Vikings. So that's a big play. That's going to be 10
Big
yards.
play. So this hopefully sets up a turnover for him.
Should be a 10-yard penalty. Did they
Yeah.
mark off 10? Yeah. Okay, so that
second
brings
14.
brings it out just shy of the 20-yard line. So brings up second down, and the ball's just shy of the Wildcat.
Long drive here.
20-yard line. Yeah, it's
7:22 in the third quarter.
Yeah, Wildcats haven't had the ball yet. And they're going to split receivers out to the right and left, and Oberbreckling staying in the backfield with Rochford. This is what they've done about every play this half. And it's just a snap, and the Wildcats are there, and there's Braxton Davis and Dayton Price and
Mackay
Mackay.
and Aiden Klosterman.
That's the way they busted through there, and they were able to keep their hands on them and come in. Big play.
That was the read option, and there was nothing to read because there was nothing but black jerseys. So that was a nice loss there. So third and long, got to have.
This is the big play right here. I mean,
keep him contained.
Right.
We're going to have good coverage. He's going to try to run it.
I mean, they've got two
Stick
downs.
with your coverage, guys. Do not come up and assist if you're a D-back right now.
I mean, they've got 2 downs, but we just can't do anything. So now they're going to go to their twin receivers to the right and left, and they do put Oberbreckling in motion. And Rochford, here comes Mackay. And he had him. And he's gonna now pick. Oh, dang it!
It's gonna be a completion down to about the 10-yard line. Man, Mackay had him wrapped up for a 10-yard loss, and he was able to get away.
And then Mackay and Braxton had him radared in, but he was able to get a throw across the field. And then I thought Aiden Klosterman was going to come in with the pick.
It looked like a butterfly.
He had it, but he made a nice jump, but he just was too far. So
4th and 5 here. So we got to be disciplined.
I'd say long 6 maybe here. This is a big play for the Wildcats. So they're going to do their
empty backfield.
Yep, empty backfield.
New quarterback, Carth. New quarterback.
Number 1 it looks like. He's going to come in, and he's going to pass it, and it's going to be intercepted. Yes, intercepted by Christopher Greif.
The big middle linebacker.
I'm not sure what happened. Did Rochford get hurt?
Yeah, I don't see him out there, but he doesn't. I don't see him on the sideline either. Was he? No, he was. No, that's not him. I don't know.
I don't know what happened, but number 1.
They tried to throw a jump ball.
Carson Ingalls, a sophomore, came in, and I mean, he threw it, and I mean, he wasn't even open.
That might have been either the best scouted play in high school football history to get Chris Greif in coverage, but made him pay. Right?
Is that him straight across from us?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I think Rochford's hurt. They're talking to him right now. So Wildcats are going to take over on the interception. So it's going to come out to the 15-yard line. And there's a snap to Matt. Matt's going to try to get outside. There's a stiff arm. And there's a hit out of bounds by 14.
No
flag,
flag,
they don't call it. Wow. There would have been 18 flags called last Friday, or thrown.
So
Bennett Stager with the hit out of bounds, it looked like.
So Matt Klosterman's going to get 6 on the carry. Should have been 15 more, definitely.
No kidding.
Boy, I mean, Matt was just tougher than that guy,
yeah,
so it didn't look that bad, but it was definitely out of bounds. So same formation, going to the wide side of the field this time. Jaden's going to take it. He's got a little bit of running room here. He's going to have a first down and more. There's going to be a holding call. Gosh.
Who'd they call it on?
Oh, one of those 3 guys over there.
Dang it.
So the gain of 20 is going to be negated.
Man,
nice job. Well executed blocks there, but somebody got a little handsy, and it's going to come back. So we're probably going to redo second down from the Wildcats' 10-yard line. So 2nd and 14. Man, we could have been out to midfield. That's only a 10-yard penalty, but it flips the whole field.
Yep. We've got 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Rochford's still out.
Yeah,
so
20-14. It's huge. They're talking to him. I wonder if he got his bell rung a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
I'll send Stat Boy over, see if he can get us a sideline report.
Yeah.
So heavy formation still. Here comes Matt. He's got nice running room. He's going to get out to the 23-ish.
That's a nice run.
So good power run by the Wildcats. It's been their bread and butter since 7th grade. So 3rd and 4 now after the
Cole in
holding
on the
call.
stop there for the Vikings.
Third
How come
and 4.
34's jersey? Everybody else's is white and his is gray.
Yeah.
Overbreath from the back. He must
Kind
have.
of looks like he might have been knocked over backwards and
Yeah,
got a little
but
muddy. I don't
like
know.
Rochford's been down his shirt. Yeah, it's weird. I don't. Maybe his mom doesn't get his jersey white very clean.
So here's the snap. Jaden's got it. They're going to go back to the same play where they had the long run. He's going to get the first down and then a few more. So, whew, little sigh of relief there for the Cats as they got, they should have been out to the 40-yard line.
Holding.
They got backed up all the way to the 10, and Hanson's going to get I don't know, what was that, 8-yard carry for the first down.
So the ball's going to be spotted on the Wildcat 27-yard line there. It'll be 1st and 10, and the clock is running, and it's 3:50 to go here.
Yeah, let's march down the field.
In the 3rd quarter, yeah.
We talk about us being a grinding, rushing team. This is where you want that. They've gone to a 4-man front trying to combat. They're sending 5. Doesn't matter. Aiden's going to get
about
3
4 or
to
5
4,
maybe.
I think. Really, honestly, it's going to help us because we can run power even more. We're just going to down block and kick out the end, and we're going to get 4 yards of carry as long as they keep doing what they're doing here.
Right.
Really works out in our favor for them to send that many guys with a forefront. So.
I'd say he got 4 tough yards there, and it's going to be a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, as long as we get our heads on the right side, we should keep running power, and we'll be all right. I could see us booting and throwing one to Mackay here, though. And we're not. Matt's back in. He's going to bounce it. He's around the right side. He's got the first down and 6 more as he goes out of bounds.
There's more flags here.
Of course there is. Maybe they'll be offsetting.
But
a couple of flags.
the one thing is that they're on the way on the other side than what Matt ran. So
yeah, if we get holding on the backside, that'd be super unfortunate. But
and so
it's probably a motion or. Well, this one's across the line of scrimmage, so that's be. Here comes the call. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they're not talking to either coach.
We're going to get offsetting.
Holding. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
offsetting. So we'll repeat the down. So it's still going to be 2nd and 6. Nice.
Defensive holding. Boy, if you're defensive holding.
But the other thing is both flags were away from the ball.
Both.
Matt went to the left and
I wonder
he bounced it out to the left. I wonder if they both locked up and they were just
I wonder if it was more of like
like unsports. Like we're just going to call you both for holding.
Yep.
So stay 2nd.
They got 6 guys in the box, and they're sending 6. Matt's gonna bounce a couple. He's gonna get back across the line of scrimmage. He's still on his feet. Jeez.
Matt,
great.
Matt ran
quadruple
18
effort.
yards to pick up
4.
5.
Yeah.
He was juking, going one way, then the next, and going. And he ended up. Now it's gonna be 3rd and 1. It was 2nd and 6, and he picks up again 18 yards and
still
5 yards and running 18.
Still no Rochford in at middle linebacker. He's had a pretty good game.
Got his helmet off.
Does he got his helmet off?
He's just standing over there. So Wildcats are 3rd down here, and it's going to be to
for Aiden. He's going to get hit at the line, and boy, it's going to be
close.
Real close.
Nope.
Not
close enough.
Not that close. I can't believe.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
That's almost got to be a point of emphasis or something this year. Like
if it's close within a yard,
we're never going to measure. We're just going to give them every close first down.
They did measure though, like twice against Winfield Mount Union. We did have got 2 or 3 times they called them out.
Well, they probably said no more of that crap.
Yeah. So we just went under 2 minutes here. Wildcats have it 1st and 10.
All right, we got a bobbled snap. Jaden Hanson's going to, his feet are moving fast. He breaks through. He's got a stiff arm. He's down the sideline. One guy to beat, and he's in for a Wildcat touchdown.
There's no flags.
No flags.
Finally, Jaden gets a touchdown.
He finally got his 40-plus yarder that 8 of them have been called back.
No
42
kidding.
yards.
42.
For
nice
job. For the senior. Great run. Matt Klosterman was back there with him, leading the way. Chris Greif.
Some good blocks out there.
I'm assuming probably Dayton Price pulled on that. And 44 or 42 yards for the Cats on the ground. That's what we want. We wanted to break them down the second half, and we turned them over on downs. We got a touchdown. So I called it, Carth. I called it. We're gonna turn them over, and we're gonna go score.
It was close, but yeah. All right, so now we got to get that 2-point conversion here. It's 26-14 with 1:41 left.
Rushing attack's tough, man. It's tough to stop it. Here's this 2-point conversion to Aiden, and he's gonna bulldoze his way in.
Yes, nice. And look,
what?
Dashney.
Is that? No, it's not.
Oh, is that Mackay? Yeah, Mackay and.
I don't know if Mackay took his guy out.
No, they both. Well, Mackay got taken down out there. That would have been a personal foul against us last week.
Yeah, probably.
So,
excessive blocking.
The one thing, the one. I mean, I guess it's been a year, and we probably saw this last year. I don't remember, but last week there were two drives that Springville came out same thing at halftime and literally took like 9 minutes on that first drive, and we had one possession. Well, that's kind of what happened here.
Penalties kept it alive was part of the issue.
Penalties kept it alive, but they
no
still
penalties
ran
this time, and they turned it over.
9 minutes, but this time, Edco drove down, and I mean they were around
Cats
4
took
minutes.
Cats
4 minutes.
Took about 3 minutes to answer there. So
and so we've got 1:41 left here in the third quarter. So each team's had one possession. Wildcats were able to get a pick after the Vikings drove it down the field, and
28-14. I feel like it's 100-12.
Yeah, I know. And so we've got Edco sending Carson Ingalls back, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're just going to put Carson Ingalls back. Jaden Hansen's going to be kicking off.
Yeah.
Obviously doing the kicking duties for the Wildcats.
Rochford's got his helmet back on, so
he's going to come in.
Yeah, there's probably no keeping him off the field.
So we'll see if Jaden can kick it out of the end zone again and not give any momentum or anything to the Vikings.
Yeah, let's get another touchback here.
Yeah.
Single guy back.
Yep.
Pick a corner.
Yep.
That's
what we need to do.
Here's the approach.
There's
and
a
the
nice.
Boot, and it's going to be fielded at the 5. Oh, he touched it out of bounds. It touched him. Yep, so it's not going to be it's going to be fumbled out of bounds.
Yep, fumbled out of bounds at the 10-yard line, number 1. They just went with and they'd been going with two deep back there for whatever reason. They went with 1.
Had a lot of ground to cover.
And now, like you said, he kind of kicked it off to it would have been our left going down, and number 1 gave it chase, but
he's not in, so it's.
He's got his helmet on, but he's not coming in, huh?
We'll get a different look here, so.
Well, I'm guessing you're going to get a heavy dose of Oberbreckling.
Or throwing the
ball around.
I'm wondering if they're going to panic and start chucking and let the defensive backs eat.
1 staying in. That's the kid who just let it hit off his foot, and he's the kid who threw the interception.
Oberbreckling's he's going to
run
it.
He's going to run, and he's going to get
big difference.
Yep, Aiden Klosterman knocks him out of bounds.
He does get a nice. No, maybe not.
No,
there's 4 yards on that. But
so 2nd and 6.
He's just not big enough, I don't think, to maintain the workload that Rochford was running. Not the way the Wildcats have been hitting all night.
Yeah. So he got knocked out of bounds.
Is back in the backfield again. He'd been wide out. They've been moving him around quite a bit, putting him in motion.
No,
and now
but he's not. That's 14.
Oh, it is.
So Oberbreckling's 34. And there's that little number 1, Carson Ingalls. He goes up there. Yeah, 34. Is he out as well? He was just on defense because I said how his jersey was dirtier than everybody else's.
Well,
and he kind of
hoping that they would get a little bit tired.
Yeah, maybe he's out getting a breather too. Actually, is that him straight across from us? It looks like. So they've got their 2 best backs out right now, and you've got Ingalls and was that 14 back there was Stager at one time there. So they're just handing it to number 1, and number 1, He's probably about, how tall would you say he is? Probably 5'7"?
I don't look down on too many people. And
He's short.
we might be eye to eye.
Yeah, he's
Just
short.
in case, I just want to throw this out there. In case Tanner Carlson's listening, the Kansas Jayhawks football team is up 31-7 over Illinois.
The
Yikes.
Illinois Fighting Illini.
Yikes.
So we got 4th down here in about 2 or along 3, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and have a punt. And
I thought it was
Mackay
gonna
almost
get
gets there. Aiden is back, and
nice.
I hope
nice,
Aiden.
nice roll.
Yep. That
All
was
the way
too
down to the
close for
15.
comfort. Aiden almost looked like he was going to catch it, and then
Yeah,
last minute he let
did
it
that.
drop.
He did that last week. You remember he was able to hang on to it,
But he was
boy.
kind of at a bad angle, and so the ball rolls down to the 20 or the 15-yard line. So the Wildcats are going to take over, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line, and the Wildcats are up 28-14 with 13.6 seconds left. So this is probably going to be.
Oberbroekling's in at middle linebacker.
He come back. He
But
came back in on D.
They're going to switch up their defense. It looks like they may. Is that going to be a 4 or 5 man front? Or are they just
4.
Gonna, and they're going to walk up that outside backer too.
Mm-hmm.
So boy, power again. Don't got to tell Coach Myers that's the call. That Jaden again. He's going to get 8 on that first down run.
And that Oberbreckling and I think that little Ingalls, the quarterback, were in on the stop. Yep,
he's going to get 9.
Yep. So that was the last play of the third quarter. So going into that 4th quarter here, we've got 28-14 Wildcats, and 1 quarter to go. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to Heartland Bank.
Tell your friends, family, coworkers about Heartland Bank, and when they open a checking account with us, you'll both receive a special thank you gift. Referring online or on your mobile device is easy. Heartland Bank, a proud supporter of the Central City Wildcats. So
all right,
we're
here
gonna
we go.
I mean,
I tell you what, if we get up if we can get one more score, I'll feel a lot better because
the more people they're putting in the box is just it helps. It helps what we try to do offensively. You know, it's you would think the opposite, but it really makes it easier. You don't have to run as far, and they're right there. And
and you break that first line, you got 6 guys up there,
right.
and you know,
and it's going to be a down block on every single. It's just
going to make it. You know, if we can get through that first line, it's going to be just a race to the end zone.
Springville used to always try to go to a 6-man front or something to try to combat it, and it just makes it easier. It's what we want because then kick the end and boom,
you
we're
get out
going.
to the edge, and there's no stopping you.
Sooner or later, we're going to come back. We're going to hit a boot play, kind of similar to that one we did with Mackay.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to do it quite yet. We're going to wait till it's there for sure and going to be a touchdown. But you know, it's kind of silly to throw one when we're getting
28-14. That's two scores right there, and just with kind of the attrition that's happening on the side of the Vikings over there, you know, if they want to do one of their long drives, well, they have maybe one more possession.
Chance,
you know, maybe 2.
You don't like the body. Well, okay, let me rephrase. We love the body language we see out of the Vikings right now. They've got their heads down.
Yep.
They look like
a
they're
little
defeated.
dejected. Yep.
Yeah. So
but we've got to score. That's what I'm saying. If we can score on this possession, that's really going to be a big option.
Boost. Yep.
Yeah, a big boost. And
so 4-2-2 here by.
So you taking over here?
Yep. There's a direct snap to Jaden. He's going to cut a little counter back, and he's going to pick up the first down and maybe 6, 7.
Ingalls, number 1, who's taken over at quarterback, trips him up there, but he was the last line of defense, or Jaden might have been gone.
Yep. So
it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 30-yard line. And again, we're just starting the 4th quarter. Wildcats up 28-14.
Got to get that clock rolling so Owen can go to bed. And I have a feeling it's not going to stop a whole lot by either team. So Matt Klosterman gets the handoff, and nice job there. Oh, ball comes out, but it's after he's down. Oh, that would have been real untimely there.
No, I don't think it did. I thought I saw something, but I don't think it was the ball. I think I just saw him hand it to the official. I don't know what it was.
Maybe it's a mouth guard. I don't know.
Yeah, could have been something.
But Matt's going to take gain of 3 over the left side.
2nd down and 7.
Clock's running. That's what we want to
Yep,
see.
that's
Still
what we
moving
want.
the ball out to midfield. Matt's going to come
Yep.
out. Big brother Aiden
He's gonna
checks
go
in for him.
Again, Matt set out a game and has an injured hand, so
A little limited in what he
Yeah.
can do when you're playing with one
Yep.
hand in football.
yeah. Ooh,
And here comes
high snap.
Jaden. He's going to come right at us. He's going to try to bounce it to the outside and get drugged down from behind.
They're going to knock him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Jaden kind of
He's going to pick up a few here.
Yeah.
Probably
third and five. Yep, 3rd and 5 here for the Wildcats. This is a big play. It'd be nice if we could pick up the first down on this play and not have to, or at least pick up first down, so you don't have to worry about trying to decide. You give them a short field here, granted it's 2-possession football game.
I would, if it's
But-
me, I'm going 2 downs.
Yeah, I
Without Rochford
especially-
in, their offense
Yep.
is totally different.
right.
Here's the snap. It's going to go to Matt Klosterman. He's going to try to cut back. He's going to
gotta
get the
go.
first down and then
There-
some. He's
see
still
him,
going.
Matt's going
He's
all
gone.
the way to the house.
He's going to take this one. They're going to touch him as he goes into the end zone,
Wildcat
but doesn't matter.
touchdown. Matt Klosterman.
Matt Klosterman,
Yes.
45 yards. Cats are blowing the roof off this place right now.
Nice. Like to see that. And 14's down at midfield there. Bennett Stager. I don't know if he got just the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he's on his hands and knees.
Wheels are falling off for the Vikings, and the Wildcats are rolling 34-14. I don't know. Yeah, so we got an injured Viking down, Bennett Stager, senior. I think he might. I don't know. He's just
I don't
laying
know.
flat on his back right
Went
now.
from his hands and knees, holding his
I don't-
stomach, to
on his
laying on his
back.
back. So
Wildcats here off to the side, gonna get set up for the 2-point conversion here once we get the player off the field, and then Wildcats will be kicking off.
now 34-14.
I think they got him up. They wanted water, but they got him up.
Yeah, not really sure on that one. Maybe
No.
just got the wind knocked out
Yep.
of him. 34-14, 10:27 to go. Cats are going to hopefully punch this in
Yeah.
for 2 more points, and be nice
Get
to
a
get
little
up.
breather,
get
and
up
then
to
not
that.
have to worry about if some weird thing would happen
Yeah.
with that Carson Ingalls chucking up and getting some lucky pass play where they get a touchdown or
Yeah.
something.
Well,
you know.
ideally here we can get the ball back, score again, get that continuous clock going, and get out of here quick.
Yeah.
But 2-point conversions, we'd be real
yeah,
close and help
so-
out if we get those.
Yep. So
You know,
10:27 here in the fourth quarter, 34-14.
Different look for the Cats. They're going to split out Mackay and is that Matt over there?
Yeah. No, who is that over there? I don't know, but they're throwing it to
Threw it.
Kai.
Yeah,
That
threw it
was
to the back
kinda
corner of
ugly.
the end. Yeah, it wasn't.
That didn't look great.
It's
So
a little
they're-
different when Nick Reed runs that play and
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
6 foot.
So
12.
I don't know what exactly was going on, but
Yeah, I think we wanted to throw a jump
yeah,
ball to
it's just not a
Mackay
real
in the corner and
good matchup there. It
didn't-
was just
didn't execute
All
that.
right, so 34-14, 10:27 to go. That was Matt Klosterman with his first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, I think it went for 45 yards, so that helps Matt's
Yeah.
trying to catch Aiden
Yeah.
after sitting out.
Yeah, so Wildcats here will get lined up to kick off, and we'll see how the Vikings attack this. They have had 2 deep for the majority of the game until last time where they just had 1 on. Rochford's over there with his helmet on, but he's not engaged in the huddle. He's just kind of standing off to the side. So if we didn't see him last possession, my guess is we're not going to see him the rest of the night.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would think.
yeah.
I mean,
So it looks like they're sending Ingalls back. They're going 3 on that.
he didn't look too confident on
No,
the last
he
one,
did
so we'll
not.
see what we can
Yep.
do here. Well, a big gap right there in the middle.
I know. Between the 30-yard line back to the 5-yard line.
It'd be nice to just drop one right over that second level.
Let's see. Jaden makes Well, it kicks it right at one, and he puts his hands up, and it goes into the end zone. And
it's gonna be a
it's been an adventure for him. So that's going to be a touchback.
And an adventure it is.
And so Vikings will take over the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line.
Oh, what do you do here, Edco?
Yep.
Do you come out and sling it? Do you try to run it?
So
I mean, they can't be packing it in yet.
Oberbreckling is back in on offense, so he could be the featured guy. There, Ingalls is staying in at quarterback. He just was talking with the coach, and he's running in with the play.
Yeah,
so
10:27. They're probably
10:27 left to go. So I think we're done seeing Rochford, and they're going to split those receivers out again. And Oberbreckling is in the backfield with number 1 Ingalls, but Ingalls just got swallowed up by, was that Dayton?
31.
If it's 31, it's Max Arthur.
Yeah, Max
Arthur just swallowed him.
Yeah. Max Arthur, not huge. Looked big there as he ran Ingalls down, and I mean, just put his face down in the dirt.
Yeah, he just put it in there.
So loss of 1 there.
2nd and 9.
See if Nolan can get another interception here. He's
There you
out
go.
here on that receiver.
So just hand off to Ingalls, and he's running for his life, and he's almost tripped up by Mackay. Just missed him, and then Nolan came and cleaned things up, and Nolan did a good job of knew he was going to be going out of bounds, and he could have really wailed on him, but he just kind of took him down to the ground, and the official saw that he wasn't trying to do anything.
So they did pick up a few there.
Got around the edge there a little bit.
3rd and 4.5.
Wildcats need to stop right here. We can't give them any hope.
Gotta keep the foot on the
on the gas.
brakes,
yeah,
gas,
right,
whatever you want to call it here. Gotta just get it back. Don't know if you'd see the JV offense if we did that or not. Probably, I don't know. 20,
you still have
points.
Ingalls with Oberbreckling there, and they're going to drop back, and he's looking to throw, and he's just going to throw it up, and he throws it out of bounds.
So really, I mean,
I don't even think Ingalls can see over line.
Well, it looks like the Vikings up front have just given up. I mean,
he had
no time. He had 4 Wildcat. I mean, we only sent 3, but we had 4 guys in his face.
So it's 4th down and along 4, and they have the ball on their own 21-yard line, and looks like
punt formation's coming here.
Caden Cole, who has done the punting for him tonight, is back, and he's going to put it up.
Oh, blocked,
and it's blocked, partially blocked. Pick it up, Max Arthur.
Max Arthur's going to pick it up and go. He didn't get anywhere, but we're going to take it over right there on the
that's huge. I mean, that could have bounced another 10
line.
yards or something.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so I think Mackay did a great job of he's had 2 where he's almost blocked, and that one he did get a hand on. It wasn't a complete block, but got his hand on it enough, and it kind of fluttered and fell, and Max picked it up.
Who got the hand on?
I think it was Mackay. Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it hit the guy in the back that he was
blocking
into him, or if he got a hand.
I thought Mackay.
I mean, he was part of it, I think.
I think it hit his hand, but I could be wrong.
I know Mackay's been in there on a couple of the other ones when they were kicking on
this
side of the field.
Right.
So, all right, little different look back here. We got both Klosterman brothers in the backfield.
Christopher Greif.
And it's going to go to Matt. He's going to bounce it to the left, and he could be gone.
And number
Matt.
10, I think, thought he was going to knock him out of bounds, and Matt just put his shoulder down and rammed into number 10.
Matt had a 30-yard run, and as they were just about to the end zone, and instead of maybe trying to hit that pylon, he tried to lay the hit on the defender, and they kind of tripped over him, and now they're down on the 1. Yeah.
No, it's on the 5. Is that the no? It's inside the 5.
Yeah, it's inside the
like
the 5.
4.
It was close.
Like about the 4, yeah.
Because I feel like if he would have made that move to the outside, he would have fell over the pylon. But good for him, and impose your will, Matthew.
Well, and the other thing too is maybe he felt he was too close to the sideline.
Yeah,
so.
that could be. Or
anyway, we got first.
He just wanted to hit him.
Yeah, he just wanted to hit him. First and goal for the Wildcats.
Same guy's back. Aiden's going to get it. Aiden's going to punch it in for the touchdown untouched.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
The entire front 4 for Edco got driven over backwards. You can't tell me that they're
done.
want to be out there right now.
Well, and I mean, you know, you and I have coached enough, and people, you know, you can look at a record and you're like, oh, 2-0, and they're 1-1, and blah blah blah, you know, and all they you know, you got to look at the competition and that kind of stuff and
Right.
and you know, they won 42 to, I think I mean, they haven't faced a tough team, and you got to play 4 quarters.
There's Chris Greif chugging
and
in.
Yes.
Into the end zone,
Yep,
so he's going to get the 2
Drive,
point.
2-point conversion.
Has Chris been stopped on a 2-point conversion yet?
I don't think so.
Because maybe once,
maybe,
but maybe not either.
Yeah, he hasn't been carrying the ball. Almost like they're ready for that play. And I want to say, if
well,
that's the play you're going to worried about stopping, maybe you should be worrying about some other things.
Well, it is the front that they've gone to. It is a little tougher to run because when it's a 3-man, we triple that guy, and he doesn't matter. You're going over, and you can't quite get away with that in a 4-man. You just don't have enough players in 8-man. But
maybe we could give a shout out to Heartland Bank here after this touchdown.
We could, but I've been too excited watching these touchdown runs. At Heartland Bank, the strength of our bank lies in the relationship that gives meaning to our work. At all times, we remain focused on what we do best, operating a dependable community bank and delivering on our personal service commitment. Go Central City Wildcats. So back-to-back possessions of 40-plus yard runs leading to touchdowns.
And it's kind of coming to fruition what you said. So,
told you. Seen this game before, Carth.
So it looks like they're sending, is that Ingalls back there again by himself? I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, Ingalls. And Jaden's getting some work done on his leg there. I don't know what happened, but I saw him come limping off a little bit. So it looks like Favre Weber.
Oh, yeah, Favre's the next kicker.
Yep.
Oh, the ball fell down. He doesn't see it.
We had an issue with this. We must have either overinflated football.
No, it's the tee. They blamed not having the good tee last time. So if we don't have the good tee on the home game, I don't know what we're doing. So maybe somebody.
What are we doing?
Maybe we didn't have our hands set and whistle blown, and we were gonna.
All right, here we go.
No penalty, but we're gonna try it again. Here goes Favre.
And Favre boots that baby down, and it goes to number 1, and he's gonna pick it up at the 10. Ingalls, and he's gonna get to the outside, and there's Dashney. Kind of rolls him down out of bounds, and nice stop there. So with 9:13 here left in the 4th quarter, Wildcats have blown this open, and going up was a 20-14 at halftime, and it's 42-14 now.
Yep.
And to be honest,
we quit turning the ball over.
Well, yeah, but like you mentioned right before halftime, dominating the first half and then giving up a score and having all the momentum, and Winfield, not Union. I think this time we had that pick by Nolan, which was huge.
Yeah.
But then they came back out on their first drive of the second half and drove it all the way down, and we had that. We got another stop, and so that was a huge. So there's Nolan and Mackay crunching down number 1, Carson Ingalls. I just feel like that kind of maybe took it out of Edco, just with those, getting so close and then, not having anything to show for it, and 2 picks. So Wildcats defensively have really done a pretty good job all night, and they're
all
going
right. Boy, I would not want to. So empty backfield, 4 receiver for Ingalls. He's going to get a draw right up the middle and get about half an inch.
Yep. And there was Max Arthur and Braxton Davis
I think
on
Davis
the
is
stop.
going to get
probably get the tackle there. He was coming up from the bottom.
So 3rd and 10.2.
Yeah. And we've got 8:11 left here. And Ingalls is staying in at that quarterback slot. And, I mean, here's the other thing. I wonder why they're not trying to have Oberbreckling run it more. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, they might just be looking out for his health because the Cats are just getting through everywhere.
I mean,
and
here he is. And then
there he goes.
And there he has a big carry. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't believe that we haven't been seeing a big dose of him ever since Rochford. So he's went from
Well, it's
third
close,
and
so it's going to be a
9,
first down.
And that's close, so they're going to give him. He got 10.2 yards there on that carry, and clock's stopped right now. And
Should be
yeah,
rolling.
here we go. 7:40 here left in the fourth quarter, and the Vikings have the ball on their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if they're thinking about next week and trying to keep Oberbreckling from.
I mean,
Getting
he
crunched,
did
but-
take himself out there on that one.
Yeah, he's been out for a few possessions. So.
And he's been on defense pretty much the whole game. So, but now here he comes
Yep.
again, and he's going to go the other way, and he's going to get around the corner, and
He's going to get out of bounds, but he's going to gain
that
16
was
yards.
Brandon Hennick, and there's another first down. Wildcats now.
Getting a little complacent.
Yep, getting a little complacent.
And
Here
we do
comes
have
Dayton.
some subs in.
Yeah, Dayton's going to come back in, and
I ran it
Favre's going out.
right at the sophomores.
Yep, Max Arthur's in. Still have Nolan and Matt. Yeah, all right. So they're bringing Dayton back in. First and 10 from the Wildcat 24. They're going with those triple set there, and Rochford's looking, and he's going to pass, and it is complete. but right there is
Nolan Gates.
Nolan Gates. Pass was complete to Bennett Stager.
Yeah, only completed for 2 yards.
2 yards.
Quick out, and Nolan saw
Nolan's
it, read
right
it,
there.
and
Good job.
just about suplexed Bennett over backwards. That was, I'm like, hoping he didn't get a slamming call or.
Yeah, I know. He did kind of take him down there. So we're on at about 6:45 here to go, and the Vikings are on the Wildcat about 21-yard line, and what do we say, 2nd and 8?
Yeah,
And they got that triple package there again. And this time Ingles is just going to run, and he's not going anywhere this time.
Nope. It's going to be 3rd and 7,
Yep.
I think.
Braxton and Max and Mackay coming in off the bottom of the pile there. So yeah, I'd say long 3rd and 6 here. 3rd and 7, I guess you might say. So right here it'd be nice just to close the door on them, you know. Don't let them have any kind of moral victory or anything.
Yep.
So
what do you think? They're going to pass?
Well,
they're going to try
they
to get,
just
they got to get
Overbreak.
a couple. I
he
go
had
over two carries for
two-
Overbreckland as well.
Yeah, he had 2 first downs, back-to-back carries, and now they haven't went to him. So,
little different formation here. I don't
Yeah,
think
they
they got
got-
enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
well, there's
Oh boy.
oh,
He gets it off.
Now, isn't that in the ground? Oh,
Is
how
it-
do you call a penalty on that?
Is it grounding
Oh,
or is it
maybe.
horse collar?
I bet you it's against us, is my guess. It seems like any flag this year is against us.
I mean,
But it should be grounding. There wasn't anybody over there.
is there 2 flags? Are they talking about it?
Yep, intentional ground.
No,
Or
that's
is he
horse
just itching?
collar.
Oh,
Horse collar.
I thought he was scratching his back. Because intentional grounding is like, yeah. That was lame.
Yeah, had a feeling that was coming
Yep.
though.
So that's going to be a first down. So we're going to keep the drive alive for him there. Yeah.
Not a fan.
Nope.
Always thought that was a terrible addition to football.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 10, so
Yep.
we'll see if the Cats can.
See if they can flex their muscles here and get another stop. So again, Oberbreckling and Ingles in the back, and they're going to throw it, and he's going to lob it, and he catches it in front of Nolan. Nolan didn't really.
Didn't really make a play on the ball.
No,
Just
he
let him-
didn't get him. He kept him in front of him, but he just didn't do anything. Bennett Stager with the pass completion, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from. We don't have a 2.5 yard line. So there's 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's go, Wildcats. Have some pride and don't let them score. So they're splitting out. They're going to keep Overbreckling in the backfield. And it's going to be a
gonna go to
handoff.
him,
And now
he is
Wildcats were ready for that.
crunched. Oof.
Mackay and Braxton, I believe, and Dayton.
Loss of 3.
Yep. Dayton coming in off the bottom there.
Yeah, you can't be super thrilled to be the running back when you're getting hit 3 yards in the backfield on a goal line
kidding.
play.
Yeah. So that moves the ball just about back to the 5-yard line. So we're 3rd and goal.
That was tough.
Yeah. So they've got
I wonder if they got a slant in the playbook.
Oberbreckley. Oh, he's going to go up under. That was motion. Oh,
they gave it to him.
I swear that should have been motion.
Yeah.
Looked like a false start. That
quarterback
the
wasn't
next
set there.
And is it a tackle next to the center, or is it a guard? It looked like he moved, but that was lame.
Now they're gonna onside and make this game longer.
I know, kidding.
Hopefully the JV can. I don't know if the JV offense will go. What do we got? 22-point lead.
It's 20-42 right now, obviously, and then Ingles is looking to throw the ball. He gets hit as he go, and it is incomplete. He's out of bounds.
Hennick with the coverage
there. Caden Cole was on the receiving end.
Great.
And
great throw and catch, just a foot too far.
So no 2-point conversion, so that leaves the score at 42-20 with 4:05 to go. And we'll see if Edco does some onside stuff here. We'll see if we can put our hands team up. And we'll see who's doing the kicking for Edco. They've had a couple different kickers tonight. They started with
whatever
Bennett Stager, and then they came in with somebody else.
Whatever Jaden was down with getting worked on is apparently over with because he's walking out to be on kick return here. I wouldn't think if he
must be
was hurt too bad.
He's normally not out there, so I'm sure they're putting out a hand. They got Dashney and they got Colton, Max and Jaden are in that front line with Colton Welton and Dashney. Who's in line number 2? We've got Mackay and Christopher Hansen, Christopher Greif, and we just have Aiden deep. So Wildcats are playing for an onside kick, and get the number here of the kicker for number 16, Nick Eulenkamp. Yep, he came in and he's done a little bit of kicking here between him and Stager. His have been more line drives right down the middle, so we'll see if he puts some type of a onside kick.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of an approach.
Whoa!
Jaden caught it in the front row and wanted to run it so bad, and that was the senior in him made the right play.
Line drive.
I guarantee you, first thing Monday morning we talk about that in class, and he's gonna go, "Yeah, I wanted to run that so bad, but I had to do the right thing." So it looks like he's gonna walk out and still be at quarterback.
He's gonna be out there. Looks like I see Colton Welton's going in though, and Matt is in. Mackay's still in. So we still got some first string guys in there, but we've mixed in some second stringers. I see Colton Brown's in. He's been on and off. Nolan's still at center. Looks like we've got Christopher and Matt.
What do we got? 4 minutes here.
Yep,
so
four minutes to go.
First down and some knees maybe.
There goes Matt.
Matt's going to get.
Oh, God, he got bent back.
He lost the ball again, but it's going to be a.
He's hurt. Freaking, he's hurt. His knee, man, his leg got bent back weird.
No, couldn't tell what happened there. If he got rolled up on.
Yeah, it looked like they kind of rolled up on his leg. It got stuck. They're looking at his leg, his knee or his ankle. Man, I hope it's not.
Well, he's had a bit of a dinged up ankle for a couple weeks. So.
Well, he hurt his ankle in not playing yesterday.
We'll see what happens.
Last week, had to help, but dang, you hate to see that for Matt. He's a hard-working kid, man. So they're getting him up. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
And they're going to help him off. But he is putting weight on it a little bit. So hopefully it's nothing super serious. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Doesn't look like. Who knows? I'm not going to make any.
maybe it's just kind of one of those things that. All right, so he walked off. He got up pretty quick, so hopefully it's just just kind of a strain or something, nothing serious. So we've got 336, 3035. I don't know what's going on here. We got some confusion. Colton
Well, I think
Welton's
we're going
coming
back
off.
to the starters to
Yeah.
try to make sure we can
Yep.
get some blocks on
Yep.
here. So
Yeah, we got Aiden, I think, went back
and
in.
Chris in
Yep.
the backfield.
Yep.
2nd and 8. There goes Jaden. He's going to get. Oh,
He
he's still on his
spins.
feet.
Yep.
He's going to get driven back. He's probably going to have a gain of 5 there. So it's going to be third and 4.
Yep. We're just at 3 minutes here. Wildcats up 42-20.
All right, if we can get
Need
4
a
more.
first down
first
here.
down, and
Here comes Mackay's checking in.
wonder if we'll go with that boot pass. You don't want to stop the clock here, but
No.
boy, could be a
Yeah.
touchdown play.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so they're just in the normal power package there with Christopher. Oh, geez.
Chris is going to pick it up off the ground, get the first down.
There it is. That's
Still
his
chugging.
best. Yeah. You know, it was like we were just talking about. We have Christopher. This is the fewest times that we've went to that, and then actually the 2 times that Christopher did it, he did not really gain that many yards.
No.
It's like they were keying on him because he's been ripping off some big chunks, and but
You
that
got
again,
you got at least 8 there.
that was I don't know if it was a bad snap or just Christopher just didn't catch it clean. I don't know.
He
We're
might have
just like,
mishandled it, but I know he
Yeah.
picked it up off the ground.
yeah, and first
Actually, you know
down
what?
right there.
We'll give him 10.
Yeah, so we got a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And they're at the Viking, I would say 28-yard line maybe. And it's 2 minutes to go, so we're just under 2 minutes. So the Wildcats are trying to take as much time as they can. Jaden's going to call a timeout because I don't think we have enough players out on the field. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, we probably called a package what Matt
Yeah.
was supposed to be in, and the
and
backup
and whoever,
wasn't
yeah,
quite ready or paying attention.
right. So they're getting things organized here, and 1:49 left here in the game, and it's 42-20. Wildcats up, and we can give a shout out to Heartland.
Heartland Bank is a proud supporter of Central City Wildcat sports. At Heartland Bank, we recognize more than ever the need to support local customers and organizations in our communities. As your community bank, we're here for you. So here we go, the Cats. We got 8 guys going out there now. Freshman Chris Hansen
Yep, and then Mackay
had a
split
heck
out.
of a game at
Yeah,
the
I
JV. I think
heard.
he had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
I
So
heard.
he's getting some play time now. Mackay is out wide. So those 2 twins here. Chris goes in motion. Not going to get his first carry, but they're going to throw it to him. He's running and on his feet. He's going to get
Thrown
maybe
out of bounds.
7. Yeah, they're going to drag him out of bounds.
Yep. And they're going to call a penalty there,
yeah.
and I don't know if they're going to call an illegal block there on Dayton. Dayton was slow to get up, and so was number 20, Caden Cole. And there's a flag right there. And
I mean,
Dayton's just putting his hands out like, what am I supposed to do? And so I was guessing they're calling holding. Yep,
Yeah.
holding.
Huh.
Sheesh.
Well, there goes Chris's 8-yard
Yeah.
gain. First touch of the football for the freshman. I'm
Yep.
sure he's going to have.
Well, he did take the opening kickoff, remember?
Yeah,
and
that's
it
true.
went
That's
right to him. We're like, he's a freshman. What's he doing? Getting the ball on the very first.
Because I remember he had it carrying it like a bread
Yeah, we were like, ah.
But great catch there. I
Yeah,
thought his brother
yeah.
zipped it at his head, and they're
Maybe
going to try
they've
it
been
the other way.
practicing this.
And he's going to get tackled. He's going to get a gain of maybe 3 that time instead of
Yeah, not quite as much. So
no.
it's going to be second down.
Clock still running, a minute 17.
Yep, 1:15.
I wonder if we're not taking knees because we're worried about them taking timeouts, or
No, they're yeah.
I would think. we'd
Well,
be-
it's under it's second down. Yeah, I mean they could take timeout. So But now I'm guessing, well, heck, even if we punted it, there's not going to be enough time now.
Yeah, Coach Myers is keeping track of when it needs to be snapped, and might be letting it run down and then get some subs in and take a timeout just to. That'd be my guess. Yeah, they're going to do that. They let the clock run down to
41.8 seconds.
Yep, take the timeout and probably get.
This will be the last, because it's 35 seconds, isn't it? Or 30. So this will probably be the last play of the game.
Well,
if they get it.
Not if we take a knee and.
Oh, yeah. Let's just. Second and long after that holding penalty. Well, the good thing, Matt, is sitting on the table. I don't see any ice on his knee or anything like that. So obviously he's done for the night. Beth's sitting there talking to him. I mean, if it was, I don't know. I'm just trying to be optimistic and hope that it's nothing serious. And it looks like we are in victory formation. And Wildcats are going to go ahead and take a knee. And
no timeouts called.
Nope.
So if they don't spot the ball in time, we don't have to run it again.
Yep. So the teams are lining up.
And that's going to do it. Yep.
Matt's limping a little, but he's not.
Yeah, he's walking out to go shake hands.
Yeah.
I'm not as worried as I was.
Exactly.
It was ugly, but
yeah, I think it's probably just. I mean, I'm sure it hurt, but
yeah, I'm
thank
guessing
God it
might,
wasn't anything.
It might be that ankle. You know, he's
too. Yeah, it looked like his knee, but. All right, so that was the final play of the game. So the final score here, as the time ticks down to 0, is going to be a final of 42-20. Just real quick, so that was a big win for the Wildcats because, like we talked about, this is a district game, and Edco came into this game undefeated, and Wildcats, were 1-1, lost to Winfield Mount Union, got a win against Springville. So kind of a statement game here, beating that 2-0 team.
Big win, at the end of the year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have that one when you're competing against some of the other guys that are expected to be near the top of the district.
Yep,
and
for sure.
When those district games matter, you got to have them, and that's a big one.
Yeah. Just kind of really quick as scoring recaps, Aiden had 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half, and Jaden Hansen hit Makai Benton for a passing touchdown in the first half. And then in the second half, Jaden had 1 carry. He had 1 rushing touchdown. Matt had a rushing touchdown, and Aiden came in and had a rushing touchdown. So 3 more touchdowns in the second half. Throw in a couple 2-point conversions in there, and that puts us up to 42-20. So Wildcats move up to 2-1 on the season. And as we mentioned, there will be no football game next week, so we will not be broadcasting. Don't think that we're not on the air because we didn't make it down to New London.
We're not good at our job,
but
we're not that
New
bad.
London has canceled the game for next Friday. So anyway, so just as a reminder. So we want to just thank all of you for joining us tonight on the Wildcat Sports Channel. The Central City Wildcats get a big win over Edco 42-20. And so our next broadcast will be Tuesday, September 19th, when the Wildcat volleyball team is going to be home hosting Albernet Pirates. So September 19th, volleyball will be at home again. And normally the volleyball games start around 7:20, 7:30ish.
And then we got homecoming after that, right?
And then Thursday the girls have another game, and then it'll be homecoming. Yep, so that's going to be homecoming week. So for my partner Cody Ratliff, I'm Sid McCarthy, and we just want to thank you all for listening tonight, and go Cats.